Now launching the dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
Matter of fact, you meet a hot woman at the street, the corner. That's not right.
No,
forget what I just said.
You don't go up to randos and ask.
No,
but if the randos come up to you and ask, then you entertain the idea. All right.
Featuring Panama Ted, Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak. And I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
Bah! Bah!
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
We are ready to rock and roll today.
Oh, yeah.
Degenerate T-Bone. Bone's going to help you lose some money at 4:48. It is Name That Hole Thursday. You send us your tales of Holio, and I have plenty already, so you guys are ready to go. But there's always room for more. Tweet us at manandbone971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Yesterday we took callers. I have a special announcement today. We will not be doing that again. At least not anytime soon.
But you know what? I think it was instructive for everyone to we had some good calls.
We did.
We had plenty of good calls. And we had a couple calls that was just people who maybe for the first time were realizing, oh no, this is going out live on the radio, and that realization was happening as they were talking. And you know what? Happens to the best of us. Sometimes that happens to me. So
well, and you know what? They were in years past when we took calls. You know, we would take a lot of calls, so you'd have to get to the point very quickly. And anything you wanted to say, you had to say right up front because you were probably done after that. The host would start talking, and then you'd go away. Yesterday, I wanted to have, and this is probably on me for not explaining it, I wanted to have more back and forth conversation with the people that tuned in. But what happened was, with some of the calls, people went for 40 seconds thinking, this is the only time that I have. I'm going to blow my entire load right now.
Yeah, I get that. I didn't actually think, we probably could have explained it better.
Yes, it's our fault.
So,
we're stupid.
Yeah.
But thank you for playing with us yesterday.
It's all right.
What do we have today? Oh, Major League Soccer All-Star game was last night at the LDC. Major League Soccer loses to the Mexican All-Stars 4-1, but the only goal was the Crew connection.
There you go.
Rossi to Cucho.
How about that? I did see, I think Cucho had a quote, because someone asked him, if you didn't know, Lionel Messi did not play in this game. He has injured his ankle in the Copa America final. He took a knock to his ankle. There's said it's going to keep him out a little bit. And so, of course, he wasn't there. And I believe Cucho was asked earlier in the week, are you sad that you don't get to play on the same team as him? It's Lionel Messi. All these guys, no matter who they are, no matter what they say, they all grew up looking at him and saying, man, I'd love to be as good as him someday.
Yeah.
And so he apparently had a quote that I saw that was, the essence of it was, that's okay. I'll have other opportunities. Which, of course, I mean, if that's the case, you'd have to be back in MLS for the next few years, hopefully, as you're going to play on an all-star team with him, hopefully. And I don't think there's anything else.
I think you're reading too much into this.
I'm saying that to me means Cucho's never leaving.
Okay.
And he's going to play here forever. And he's never going to transfer out because he wants to play with Messi in an all-star game, and that's it. And that's all that means, and that's all it ever will mean.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
And if you think this is unfair, then please tell me so. You know, Major League Soccer, and I think their fans to a certain extent have an inferiority complex where they feel like the league is not as good maybe as the league should be. Is that right or wrong?
I think for some people.
Globally.
You're saying Major League Soccer fans specifically?
Yes.
I think it's very hard to find someone who is like a true Major League Soccer fan. I think the majority of people who watch Major League Soccer say, I like my team. I hate this league.
Okay, all right, fine, fair enough.
But yes, there's because of
it's
that.
It's like I like Star Wars. I hate George Lucas. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I understand.
But there is like with our if someone talks about the Crew and says, "Oh man, you watch that," they don't. You don't need to watch real soccer. And it's like I feel like I do watching the Crew. I feel like I'm watching a good product. So I guess I have that inferiority complex a little bit.
All right, here's my question though.
Defend it a bit.
Why does Major League Soccer consistently put themselves in positions to be upstaged by other leagues? Like they did yesterday. Explain that to me.
Dude, there's only one answer to this. And the answer is they want a bottom dollar that allows for advertisers to be able to tell them, we can advertise this game in the United States and Mexico. You can achieve lots of your marketing goals by having this. If you partner with us, we are in Mexico, we are in the U.S. These are two leagues that work together. This Leagues Cup that they're about to do is the same damn thing. That's why they're doing this, is to put these two leagues together. To your point, the MLS All-Star game makes absolutely no sense in its current format under the current rules that Major League Soccer has for their salary, because you do not have similar rules or the same type of rules in Mexico. So players can spend a lot more on players in Mexico, so their top-end talent 9 times out of 10 is going to be better than the top-end talent that you have in MLS.
Right.
On top of, and then for the guys like Cucho Hernandez, he could start for any team in Mexico. No questions asked. They all want him. They would all have to pay for him too. But he could go start for any team in Mexico. And he was good enough to score last night. Diego Rossi has that type of interest around, certainly in Mexico, certainly around this region, but also around the world. They know who he is. But not every team in MLS has that high-end talent like the Crew have and maybe 6 to 10 other teams that MLS have. The rest of the teams in the league, they don't have anybody that could play for those top-tier teams. They couldn't beat anybody out for a starting spot, and that sucks. That's not good.
All right.
Look at
That's what I wanted to know.
New England Revolution played in the CONCACAF Champions Cup like the Crew did. They got smoked.
Killed, right?
Yeah, but like 5 and 6 goals each time. I mean, that was pathetic. That's not enough. And so if you're going to play this All-Star game this way, you have to increase the amount of money that these teams can spend. And thankfully, the Crew have been smart in how they spent their money, but not all these teams are. So it's not a great look for the league.
Other than the result, it seems like, the Major League Soccer put on a good show this week. The fans seemed happy with it. I was, happy that Don Garber got his traditional Columbus response, as he should.
He never will not get that response.
I'm just saying, you can have the Alexi Lalas's of the world shaking their heads saying, I don't know what you're mad about. It all worked out. It didn't work out because of that guy. It worked out because of the fans on the ground here and the fact that you had an NFL billionaire willing to put his money where his mouth is.
Yeah, that almost, the way that narrative has played out is like if a kid got bullied in 6th grade and then worked that summer to I'm going to toughen up and lift weights and do all this and change themselves. And then by high school, they're like an all-American athlete. Should we go back to the bully in 6th grade and be like, hey, you should actually thank that guy? He didn't. No.
He made you.
That guy was a jerk.
Do that.
That bully was a jerk. Then you did something in response that overcame what anybody else could have ever seen that you would do. And sure, you built yourself up into something better. That doesn't mean the bully deserves credit for that. The bully was trying to tear you down. Bully wanted you to stop doing what you were doing.
That's right.
So, yeah, Don Garber's the bully in that analogy.
I'm a big fan of holding grudges. Keep holding that grudge.
There you go.
I am obsessed with rugby.
Yeah?
I'm obsessed with it now.
We watched some yesterday.
I know, but I was watching it this morning. I was watching hours of it this morning. I'm trying to figure this out. Because I've always watched little bits and pieces around this time of year with Olympics and stuff. But now I'm fully ensconced. I'm telling you, man, it is brutal. Brutal.
Well, dude, it's one of the most physical sports that you can play. There's no padding, really, other than they've got some concussion headgear.
Not everybody wears that.
Well,
most guys don't.
Saying you have the option to wear it if you want to, but outside of that, right, there's nothing.
No, there's nothing. They're taking eye gouges and scrum punches to the sack, and it's ridiculous, the amount of contact. Here's help me with something. So I'm watching this morning, and it's live. It says live on my screen. It's live. I'm following USA Rugby on socials. They are telling me this is live. USA Rugby, this is the Sevens Rugby.
Right.
They're playing Uruguay this morning. They beat Uruguay. Now, a rugby match, from what I can gather, is only about a half an hour from start to finish.
Oh, is that so?
Because it's so damn brutal.
Well, the sevens must be that way. Maybe other ones are
I don't
longer.
know. I'm watching sevens, all right? And the whole thing is over in about half hour. It's done with the United States beating Uruguay. And I'm like, okay, great. They beat the hell out of each other, and then two more teams pop out, and then, France and Fiji play.
Okay.
Okay? And
Yeah.
I would think then Team USA would be done for the day. Yet I just got another tweet from USA Rugby saying, hey, don't forget, 4:30 this afternoon, live, USA against Australia. So they play again. It's like a day-night doubleheader. They played, they went and took a nap, probably ate some carbs and punched themselves a few times, and now they're going to go back out there and play again.
You know what? I'm seeing this because I'm looking at the schedule for tomorrow, right? So
Yeah.
tomorrow it says first game of the day, rugby sevens, men's, it says match 25, right? So it's the loser of match 21 and loser of match 22 or whatever. They play each other. Okay, that's at 8:30 in the morning here. Then later in the day, I see that they have match number 31. This is at noon. It is loser of match 25 and loser of match 26 play again at noon.
So they go at it again.
So I'm saying that, yeah, apparently they're playing, because then the other match, that match 26, is at 9 tomorrow. So 8:30 and 9 tomorrow, they'll wrap up and then play again. So maybe it's because it's Olympics. Maybe it's because it's rugby sevens.
I don't know.
Rugby people. We've gotten years and years. People will email us. You don't talk enough about my favorite sport.
That's all going to change.
Whatever the sport is.
That's all going to change.
If your favorite sport is rugby and you know about it and you know about rugby sevens versus, I don't know, full-on adult rugby, whatever we're calling that, please let us know.
And I also don't know the difference. Look, I hate New Year's resolutions because if you want to change something about yourself, you want to better yourself, don't wait till the new year. Do it now.
There you go.
And that's what I'm going to do right now. I've gone, 40-something years watching baseball and football and hockey and basketball, and that was good enough for me. No longer. I now, from this point on, am Joe Rugby.
Really?
Yes. I'm going to learn about this. I'm going to study it. Do they play rugby at Ohio State?
Oh, I believe so.
Probably a club sport, right? It doesn't matter. I'm going.
I think, I know Nate Ebner, who played for the Buckeyes, went on to play for the U.S. rugby team, I want to say. And I don't know if he played club rugby, too, or whatever at Ohio State. But yes, I know they have rugby at Ohio State.
I'm going to come whether you want me there or not. I'm just going to hang around. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Do not arrive. Just stay where you are.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Why can't I use that word without you chuckling over there? COME. It is a fine word.
I didn't say anything. I just looked over at Ted to see if Ted was looking at me.
Every time I have to eliminate the word from my vernacular.
You do. We got to say it in a different way.
Well, I'll arrive.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. You can count on me. Whatever.
Are you there? I'm there. I'm there for you, babe.
More rugby conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we're going to talk about billions of dollars coming up next. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
High Street is closed down in both directions due to police activity between Woodrow Avenue and Welch Avenue. Best to avoid that area. And a little bit of good news for you. An earlier crash now cleared away eastbound I-70 at Bryce Road. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart, who stands between your vehicle and rust. Bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removable for only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Driving plays a big part in driving the local economy. It helps us all get where we're going and creates good jobs close to home. At Synovus Energy, our refineries in Toledo and Lima are a reliable domestic source of gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel. Plus, more than 2,300 employees and contractors work for us here in Ohio. See how we're helping local communities move forward at Synovus.com.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up 2 brand new showrooms in the Columbus area, located in Reynoldsburg and Polaris, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, mybobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my 2 brand new Bob's Discount Furniture stores coming to Reynoldsburg and Polaris this summer.
Get Bob's Discount!
For everyone, fuel restrictions apply.
During our 10 for 10 sale, participating items like Lay's Stacks, Rice-A-Roni, and Sparkling Ice Sparkling Water are $1 each with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Most businesses have one tagline.
Not here, baby.
At Sunny Street Cafe, for whatever reason, we've got 7.
Yeah, we do.
And here's number 5.
Sunny Street Cafe. Tasty breakfast and lunch with fist bump friendly kind of service.
Now with 8 locations.
Hi, it's Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Need a perfect gift? Check out the new line of Glock watches and other stunning jewelry at Worthington Jewelers. Make every occasion sparkle with Worthington Jewelers, where exceptional gifts await.
Here at The Fan, we give you 14 hours of live and local programming every day. We care about you. We live and work in your community. Except Bo Bishop. He won't tell us where the hell he is. Your live and local station. Except Bo. The Fan.
Cash, moolah, greenbacks, toast, Grilla, chips, bread and mold, cheddar, butter, lewd and scratch. Find the lettuce. Make a match. Lettuce, gravy, game on the back for $30. That's a wrap. There's many words for cash, no doubt, but there's only one $30 cash word. Check it out. Cash word from Ohio, lottery. It's $30, yo. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions of prizes, don't you know? Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and emission regulations. Play responsibly.
Driving this summer in a new Honda. Act now during Honda's summer event to save thousands with low 1.9% financing. Full inventory is here. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, and hybrids. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Don't miss Honda's summer event with big savings on gas or hybrid, like the 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. Search your local Honda dealer. See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 9/3/24.
At Glow Fiber Business, your business is our priority. With prepackaged and customized fully fiber optic solutions, Glow Fiber Business delivers the fast, reliable, and scalable fiber internet your business needs to grow, all backed by the superior local customer support you deserve. Glow Fiber is here, and we mean business. Call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com to switch today.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention, like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See, we didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A cold front moved through the area last night, delivering refreshing air today. It'll be cooler and less humid. 84 for the high today, along with a 20% chance of a pop-up shower. Tonight, clear skies, low 62. Tomorrow, looking at sunny skies, high 85. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with a look at your 10 TV weather impact forecasts on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Listen to this show or go to hell. This is Man and Bone.
This stupid show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. Hey, jump in the YouTube chat. They're a friendly bunch of degenerates. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, pop in the chat. Everybody knows each other. Introduce yourself. They will welcome you in. There's no shame there.
No shame at all.
What was I going to say to you? Oh, the NBA announced their new TV deals with ESPN, NBC, and Amazon. And despite what they say, Turner is out. They're trying to save face. because there's no way in hell they should have lost this NBA package. The Warner Brothers Discovery people that own and run Turner. They had this BS thing like, we matched it. Under our contract, we can match it. It's like, I'm sure in your contract, you can match your equal rights that you had, which were tier 1 rights that you shared with ESPN, not the tier 3 rights that they just sold to Amazon.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a weird. I don't know who's right. I saw that they said they're going to take action.
Fine, take action.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I mean, at some point, they probably won't settle whatever that is in court until after these games are already being broadcast. So, yeah, they can tell their investors we got screwed over by the NBA or whatever. But the reality is, if they wanted to stay in the NBA game as a tier 1 rights holder or tier 2 or whatever they were, they would have done it, and they didn't. So, yeah, they can put their statement out. But the NBA has moved on. It appears everything is being released as these are the TV partners, and there's nothing in there about Turner. It's all Amazon.
And I do know that John Tesh went to Nashville with a full orchestra and re-recorded Roundball Rock for NBC. This is not a joke.
Really?
Yes, he did it.
Okay.
It's done. People are speculating. Is it coming back? Yes.
Oh, I knew that it was coming back. They'd already said that NBC had already paid whatever they had to, or I don't even know what the thing was. They did something just to say,
well, we're getting
new
it back. Version. I am excited.
Good for them for actually going back and re-recording it. Now, have any of the bands that you liked, and this is probably an obvious answer, I don't know the answer. Like, I like the band Thrice, and they had an album.
Thrice.
Okay. They had an album come out, The Artist in the Ambulance, 20 years ago. And just, I think last year, they put out a re-recording of it where all those same people got back in the studio and played all the same songs again and re-recorded them, but there's different mastering. They play it a little differently because they're 20 years older.
So it's not like, oh, they just did acoustic sets.
No, they played it full on in the studio with the same, guitar, pedals, and everything that they would have used.
I wish more bands would do that.
No, it's a very interesting listen.
Take all my money.
It's shockingly different.
Yeah, take all my money.
But I loved it. I loved both versions of that album. I wonder if we're going to get that with Roundball Rock, where we're like, this is really good. It's not Roundball Rock, though. Like, it doesn't sound exactly like it.
Tesh doesn't strike me as the type of guy that's going to stray too far.
Well,
I think it'll probably just sound like a bigger version,
maybe,
of Roundball Rock.
Yeah. I wonder if I don't know. I'm very curious to hear how it goes. And I hope there's a bunch of video of it. And I just need to see all that. And I hope that Nick Saban looking guitar player that he has is also on it. Long-haired Nick Saban, if you have never seen this video, go look up John Tesh playing that live. The guy playing, I think, guitar for him is a dead ringer for Nick Saban with just
it distracts the hell
hair.
out of you, right? Like this morning, I'm watching the rugby. And the referee of the rugby, is that what they call him? Referee,
yeah, let's
judge.
I'm going to say yes
whatever.
Until someone corrects
umpire,
us.
Looked exactly like Roger Federer. So I was just obsessed with that for the entire time, that he looked like Roger Federer.
That would be, what if it was?
It wasn't.
What if we know so little about rugby, we didn't know that Roger Federer regularly does this?
This is called Man and Bone Discover Things That People Already Knew.
That's right.
You showed me earlier today about handball. Now, I'd watched handball, Team Handball. I'd watched it before, and I always thought it was interesting.
I just want to be clear. Is there solo handball? And if so, what an unfortunate name for a sport. What?
Solo handball.
What are you doing in there?
Oh, just playing some solo handball.
Little solo handball, Mom.
I don't know. Anyway. Anywho.
Yeah.
Take my money.
There it is.
Put it in.
There it is.
I didn't know that they make those balls super sticky and they put goop on their hands and they rub it up and you hear them and they peel it off the ball and it's supposed to stick to you.
Here's what I didn't know this either till a few months ago. This popped up on my timeline of how handball works. And it was all these handball players over in Europe and they were just reaching their hands into I don't know. What did it look like to you?
It looked like caramel.
Yeah, that's a good exact example of what it was. It looked like a tub of caramel. They put their hand in it, and they swirl it around. They get a big dollop of it, and they were putting it on their shoe, and then they put it on the ball and rub it on their hands, and it's a resin that makes the ball super tacky so that they actually showed the way they test to see if it's got enough on it, but not too much, is they put it on the goal, like the goal post. They just push the ball on there, and if it rolls down, but just very slowly.
It sticks there at first.
Yes, and then it starts to roll down. Then that means they got it tacked up the right way, and they're good to go.
Right.
But they have to do this throughout the game, apparently. Sometimes the ball gets a little of the resin knocked off of it or whatever. I had no idea. I can't imagine doing that with like a basketball. That's the last thing. I don't want a basketball that's super sticky. You want it to be smooth. If you watch the NBA, go play with a leather basketball sometime if you ever get to. It doesn't have any grip to it. It's super slippery.
I can already tell that in 4 years, I'm going to fight hard with my family.
Oh?
Because the next Olympics are in Los Angeles.
Oh, right.
And I told Kristen and Samantha, why don't we go?
Sure.
You know, let's go. We all like the Olympics. You girls like it. You know, let's go to L.A. and we'll go to the Olympics.
A few of your favorite things. Millions of people.
I understand.
Traffic.
I got it. I'm aware of it. But it's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Let's just go to the Olympics. We'll get blown up and whatever the hell happens there. So the girls are going to be, we need to go to gymnastics. We need to go to swimming. And I'm going to be, no. We are going to rugby and handball and ping pong.
There you go.
That's what we're going to.
Yeah. And you know what? You probably can get the tickets a little bit better than if you were going to gymnastics and track and field.
Absolutely.
Those are going to be the hot that and basketball, right? Those three, basketball, track and field.
I don't care about basketball. I don't want to see it.
I'm saying, but basketball, track and field, and gymnastics, those are going to be the ones that probably are the biggest tickets in LA. Oh, swimming, yeah.
Swimming.
All right. Yeah. Swimming's good. But then outside of that, you're right. That's one that you could absolutely get into. You know, another sport that I found just yesterday that I was watching a couple of videos on, I had no idea about. It's kayaking, but it's like a one-person kayak that you're in. But it's they call it like it's like kayak cross or something, where they start you out on a platform 8 or 10 feet above the water, and then there's a slope that like they let the gate go and it drops you into the water from a height. And then once you're in the water, there's rapids, there's buoys. They have to go around the buoys like a slalom, like skiing.
Nice.
And it's not one person doing this. Everyone's in at the same time, so they're hitting each other with the oars and they're flipping each other over.
This is like a man-made thing that they're in, right? I mean, they're not in like the Colorado River.
No, they're in like a chute. But they've manufactured this course. It looks awesome, and I cannot wait to watch some of these events because that's one that I would never have thought of. I guess it's new this year. It's that and breakdancing are the two new events.
I don't need the breakdancing.
You know who's going to be there?
Torg.
Torg's going to be there breakdancing.
Torg and the Earthworms.
I can't wait.
Dude, give me my parachute pants, dude. You got Coke Zero? Why not? I wish it was a fake story.
I know.
Bjork talks about money. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Remains closed down in both directions. That due to police activity between Woodrow and Welch Avenue. And there's an accident blocking off the left berm of the northbound West Outer Belt ramp to westbound US 33. Police are there on the scene. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart, who stands between your vehicle and rust. Bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removable from only $29 and window tints starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors. Voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
You know that project you've been working on? Just chipping away at it, dreaming of the day you get to show it off? Then, when you're least expecting it, cancer. And finishing that project actually happens. I would know. I've been restoring this car for years, and today I'm giving it to my granddaughter. It's her 16th birthday and 2 years since my cancer diagnosis.
Mom, you finished it?
Happy birthday, boo-boo. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and our summer clearance event starts now with 0% financing on the 2024 Toyota Tundra. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for details. Hurry in. Offer ends July 31st. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
with approved credit, 0% up to 48 months, tax, title, and $250 doc fee not included.
Nationwide Picnic with the Pops presents the Pride of the Buckeyes, the Ohio State University Marching Band. Don your scarlet and gray and join the Columbus Symphony for a night of fight songs, battle cries, Carmen, Ohio, and more. Special guest appearances include Brutus Buckeye and the Ohio State cheer team. Pack your picnic basket and join the fun at the first big tailgate party of the season, topped off with fireworks. July 26th and 27th. Get your tickets today at picnicwithapops.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Sunday's the time for brunching with your favorite people. And when they don't invite you, listen to us instead. Fan Sports Sunday with Tito and Devere Posey.
Sunday morning starting at 11.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
When you have to stop but don't really want to, stop at BP. Because BP has everything you need to keep it going. Fuel to keep the adventures going. The BP Me app to keep the savings and the commutes going. Snacks and drinks to keep the crew going. And the BP Me Rewards Visa to keep the rewards going and going and going. A stop at BP isn't a stop at all. Keep it going.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. From compact track loaders to the world's #1 selling compact excavator, the Kubota construction lineup features durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all and do it right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by Columbus Equipment in Columbus, Dayton, or Toledo to see our full line of Kubota construction equipment or online at columbusequipment.com.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Most businesses have one tagline.
How boring is that?
Which is why at Sunny Street Cafe, we've got 7.
Yes, please.
Like our number 6.
Sunny Street Cafe, the fancy pancake place.
Amazing fancy.
Now with 8 locations.
As a local family-owned and operated company, Newman Roofing takes great pride in providing great customer experience and quality product to every job they do. From the first phone call to the end of your project, they'll know who you are. Don't just get a roof, get a Newman roof. Call 614-NEW-ROOF, newmanroofing.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Not doctors, not lawyers, and definitely not sports hosts. You're listening to Man and Bone.
Hey, subscribe to the podcast of this dumb show. It's available wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click, subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. I'm obsessed with rugby starting today. This is not just going to be a little phase. I will become Joe Rugby. And so people are reaching out on the burner phone. Rugby 7 rules are different than rugby union, a.k.a. adult rugby.
Yeah, right. Okay, rugby union. I've heard of that.
15 on 15. Matches last 80 minutes. And this person says, isn't as fun, in my opinion. In December, the yearly 7 series starts up again with tournaments every few weekends through the end of May. It's all national teams, so there's no pro clubs.
Okay.
For the 7 on 7.
Yeah, I know that I have seen on TV a lot more of rugby 7s, and I didn't know the difference. But, yeah, rugby union, I have heard of that, so that now we know.
Here's one. Hey, gentlemen, come to a Columbus women's rugby practice. We'll teach you all you need to know. We're a local D1 club team.
Oh. All right. What's
Columbus? It says Columbus. Is that Ohio State? It's the only sport where all men's and women's rules and regulations are the same. Can't promise we'll take it easy on you, but it'll be fun. LOL.
No, I'm not playing.
No, I'm not playing. I'm just going to watch. I'm going to watch and cheer and scream, hit the gap.
Hey, how about this? If you go to cbuswomensrugby.com, there's a picture of the team right here. And right under Columbus Women's Rugby Club, it says 30-plus years of women's rugby in Central Ohio. And then under the team info, it says Columbus Women's Rugby Club was established in 1991. We play competitive, hard-hitting rugby in the Midwest Rugby Union, Division II. Apparently, maybe they've moved up since that website was updated to Division I. It says
I had no idea.
After we play, we have competitive, hard-hitting fun, too. So apparently that's we've heard that about the rugby, that there's always a good party afterwards, and I like that.
Well, you just beat the hell out of each other. You may as well enjoy a pop.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'm just telling you, this says here there's also a 2024 Columbus Classic Rugby Tournament. So I don't know if that's already happened.
I also want to tell all you women rugby players, like there are a lot of men out there who are intimidated by you. I have always been very attracted to women who could kick my ass.
Well, that's
good. Erotic to me.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
This already happened. The Columbus Rugby Classic happens in April, apparently.
Oh.
So mark your calendars for next year. April 27th is when it was this year. They played out at Rhodes Park on West Broad Street. Let them live. I had no idea this was happening. They play 20-minute halves, 5-minute halftime for that.
God bless.
This is, you know what? We gotta go. We gotta go to a rugby thing. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's something else. We got to go hit up some rugby.
I tell you, I'm going to be Joe Rugby. Hold me to it. Ross
great.
Bjork says collectives and brand affiliations distributed around $20 million to Buckeye football players this past year. It's just Buckeye football, $20 million. Now, I said around $20 million. There's no way for us to know this for sure. There is an advantage to pumping up that number because everybody else is looking at this today saying, wow, Ohio State's got more money than everybody else. Because we haven't heard that 20 million number coming from anybody else, but Ross Bjork dropped it. What did we hear from Ryan Day like a year ago that he needed 12 million?
Yeah.
Well,
I think 13, I think it was.
Well, 12 or 13, whatever it is. Well, Ross Bjork says we distributed $20 million. Now, did he? I don't know. Could be 10, could be 5. He said 20.
Well, I'm sure the number is up from 13. I'm guessing it's not quite just a solid 20 plus, but the reality is you're right. I don't think the numbers are going to slow down anytime soon. I don't know what the right answer is here because I do feel like it is a bit ridiculous in a way that we are having donations that used to go to the university or used to go to other things around the sports world at Ohio State. Those are now only going to like the football team, or if you're at a basketball school, the basketball team. But a very few select number of teams are getting that money that otherwise used to be distributed a little bit better from the donors to different things. That all said, there needs to be revenue sharing in college sports. We know this. College football generates more money than any other program at Ohio State's campus as of right now. Right? And in other schools, if you're UConn, your basketball program is generating more money than anything else there, men's and women's. So I understand that the athletes should be getting a chunk of that money. I think the way we're going about it is super weird. And I don't know the right way to close that gap because just one day all your donors decide they want to give $20 million and you get some sponsorships, great. But if the next year, if that all dries up, and it has at some schools, not permanently, but some schools have said, we gave you 10, 15 million 2 years in a row.
Ebbs and flows.
We need to win some games now. So you can ask. I wonder what it's going to be like if you spend all this money on players and then Ohio State goes 0 for 4 in the last 4 years against that team up north.
You watch those donations dry up.
Well, but what's the argument going to be? If let's say then you have to move on from a head coach, you know what they're going to come in next time and say, we got to get some more players. We got to, guys have left. We got to keep our team together. And this is all going to start again. So I'm saying this bet that has been paid, it's a $20 million bet essentially by the donors and sponsors of this program. They're basically saying you got to go win. And if you don't, that's going to set us up for a really interesting and scary time at Ohio State football if they don't win this one.
Big Ten Media Days going on in Indy. Jack Sawyer was representing Ohio State. He was there. Of course, he went to Pick North, grew up as a Buckeye fan, knows what it's all about. He had some interesting comments, didn't really mince words. He said, when I committed to Ohio State, we had just played in a national championship. Coming off of 3 or 4 Big Ten championship wins. Haven't lost to the team up north in 8-9 years. And then when my class gets there, it kind of reverses. And I think for me, being the type of guy that I am, I think naturally I felt that I not only let Ryan Day down, but I let the city down. So for me, it's about coming back. And a lot of us, we all feel the same way too, is that we can't. We weren't going to leave here without having one more shot at doing this the right way and leaving here better than what we came here for. Look, yes, Jack Sawyer cares. Ryan Day would amputate a limb right now if you could guarantee him that he beats Michigan and could win a national championship. That's how much these guys care. And I would always hear, whenever I'd sit here and rip the Blue Jackets, and I'm sure it won't be the last time, why do you suck? They're trying really hard. They really care. We haven't heard from ownership in 5 years, but trust me, they're there and they care. Look, I assume everybody cares, right? I know that Jack Sawyer cares. I respect the hell out of him for saying it and being vulnerable with us. But you know what? And he'll probably be the first one to admit it. Now's the time for results.
Well, sure.
Well, previously was the time for results, but now is the deadline. If you don't hit the results now, you're all going to go out and be remembered the same way as guys who couldn't get the job done. The players will on this team, right or wrong, and Ryan Day will, right or wrong.
Yeah, I fully understand why the messaging from Ohio State this offseason has been about how important everything is, and I appreciate that. I am very much reminded of a lot of what I've heard about this game and this season and all of that. I am reminded of an era that I hate to remind everybody of in the mid-'90s, where every year we heard this stuff, and then the game happened, and then a John Cooper-led team, sadly, was walking off the field with another L.
That's right. Every single offseason, we heard guys say, we're just that much hungrier
If you're not old enough to remember that, that's okay. I'm just telling you. And again, none of the guys saying this are old enough to remember it. They're not miming anything or mimicking something from back then. I'm just saying it isn't enough to want it. It isn't enough to say all this. I appreciate that they are, but the proof is going to be, as it is said, in the pudding. We got to see what you actually do when we get to that final weekend in November. We got to see what happens.
Greatest Buckeye of all time gets another honor. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Westbound South Outer Belt is closed down from an accident between US 23 and I-71. Emergency crews are there on the scene. And High Street closed down for police activity both directions between Woodrow and Welch Avenue. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart, who stands between your vehicle and rust. Bug gut scratches and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removable from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here for my friends at RCD RV. Remember your favorite summer vacation as a kid? Well, I sure do, and I can tell you those memories will last forever. And there is still time to create those memories with your family when you visit the fine people at RCD RV. You can literally go anywhere in an RV. The mountains, the lake, road trip of a lifetime. RCD has over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock, something for every budget. Visit them at one of their 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Erectile dysfunction is a destroyer of your confidence, of your joy and intimacy, and often it can even harm your relationship. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, the leading men's sexual health practice in our area for treating erectile dysfunction, and I want you to know today that if you're like most men, you can be free of ED and all the impacts it has on your life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're your local provider for dealing with men's sexual health issues. Our expert medical teams are focused on treating ED, and we have highly effective treatment plans with some protocols that work in well over 90% of cases. We can even combine treatments for greater efficacy. All of which means it's very likely you'll be having great sex again within just a day or two of your first appointment. You might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations, just off 270 in Hilliard and near the Medical Mile in Westerville.
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
We don't talk politics on The Fan. Instead, you'll hear us talk about the Ohio State Buckeyes, the NFL, food, family, and fun. We're your safe space, except when Common Man violates it by playing fart noises. The Fan, Ohio's politics-free destination.
Underneath our red awning at Sheets, we make the magic happen. So when you visit our new location in Columbus, go ahead and get a little crazy, like adding mott sticks as a burger topping, or putting espresso in your milkshake, or picking up $65 worth of fried food curbside at 2 a.m. 24/7, 365. Sheets, located at 4881 Roberts Road in Columbus, is ready to serve you what you're really craving. Why the Sheets not make a convenience store your new favorite hangout spot? We know your golf game is ugly, but your course doesn't have to be. Experience the natural beauty of Delaware Golf Club today. Delaware Golf Club is now open to the public and only 10 miles up the road from 270. For the best rates, book your tee time online at DelawareGolfClub.com.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself, or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See, we didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
The summer sell-down is on at Performance Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Save thousands with bonus cash on select inventory. Plus, get another $2,500 off any new Chrysler Jeep Dodge or Ram with your trade. One Performance, 2 locations, Georgesville and Delaware.
Trade value based on KBB, comparable, 2010 model or newer, and price of $5,000.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Back when I was banging, this show slapped. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
Congratulations to Dylan Cease of the San Diego Padres. He threw a no-hitter today.
Hey, I know that name.
I would like to point out that the team that traded Dylan Cease to the San Diego Padres during the offseason is 27 up and 77 down. 27 and 77. I think they're playing now. Are they going to lose today, too? They're down 2-1 in the top of the fifth. That being the Chicago White Sox.
Your Chicago White Sox.
Who I hate. Kristen's father had his 70th birthday this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We had a big party, and all his siblings came in and family.
It's wonderful.
I was talking to one of Kristen's uncles, and he said, he's still a White Sox fan? Mm-hmm. I thought maybe with all the craziness you would have moved on. I said, no, that's a life sentence, man. That's unless they move, then they let me out of that contract. But that's a blood oath. I hate them. I'm watching them and hoping they lose now. Just see how bad it gets. If we're going to set a record, let's really set that record.
Well,
20 years from now, man, they're bad, but they're not 2004 White Sox bad. 2024 White Sox bad.
Yeah. I will just say, people who think that you can't be a real fan if you hate your team. No, you are perhaps the biggest and most invested fan if you hate your awful team when they are awful. If you don't care that much, then it doesn't affect your life. You go on to other things. You don't think about them. You don't worry about it. You don't obsess over it. You just go, oh, are the Sox good this year? No, that doesn't matter. I'm not going. And that's it. But if you are someone who cares a lot, then now that might make you unbalanced. That might make it other issues we should look at. But the point of the matter
I got a lot
is,
of those too.
Well, I know. I'm not saying it's always healthy. What I'm saying is, for someone to say you're not a big fan of your team when you are so mad at them for sucking, that's exactly right. Because it's not as if you could go do something else, or it's not as if you could go just root for a general baseball teams elsewhere. No, you're rooting for that baseball team, and you want them to be good, and they are the furthest thing from it right now.
You know what, though? I talked about culture on yesterday's show because I was talking about baguettes in France and how it's protected by government, and they got to do things a certain way, make them a certain way, sell them a certain hour of the day if you're going to be a shop that sells baguettes. And some people look at that and say, man, that's excessive. I look at that and say, man, that's cool. That's cool that you're so passionate about that thing, right? You're so passionate about preserving the old school way of doing things, as long as it's not hurting anybody.
Right.
Right? It's not excluding anybody from society. It's not like saying, oh, yeah, you can't get a baguette if you're black. No, I'm not in favor of that. But protecting bread seems like fun.
Sure.
Being a White Sox fan, and I'm sure it's this way I say this about Buckeye fans, it's part of being a culture. It's a togetherness. The reason I get along well with so many White Sox fans is that they all are like me. We would get together and we would make fun of the Cubs fans every single year because even though their team kicked them in the sack more often than not, they would come back and say, it's all right. The Ivy's pretty. Give me another old style. Right? And we would sit there and we would say, look at these idiots. We hate our team. Why can't they hate their team like we hate our team? All right? And we would commiserate together. It was a certain culture, a certain attitude that the entire fan base had.
I get that. I think that's why you see in larger fan bases, why you see so much infighting, where you have fan bases where half the people are like, hey, don't you dare criticize this coach
guys,
or this stuff.
I just want you to know they're out there really trying, okay?
Yeah. And then you have the other half of the fan base is like, fire everyone every single week.
Yes.
Because there's expectations. And when you get a broad difference in that and you get two different groups that are feeling different ways, that's why you see all these people flaming each other online or whatever else, because they're mad that the entire fan base is not agreeing with them and feeling the same thing they are. At least you can say that with your team for the most part.
You want to have a good time? Go follow the Chicago White Sox on Twitter, X, whatever. And every time they tweet something out, click and lick the replies. Just go check them out. See what White Sox fans are replying to the Chicago White Sox.
I can't imagine it's healthy. I mean, for
really
the people
excited for the trade deadline, guys. You go get them. Get some prospects for us.
By the way, going back to rugby, which I know is now your new love, Ross tweeted us and said, my oldest daughter plays rugby at Watkins Memorial High School. Great program. Boys are back-to-back state champs, and 4 of the last 5. Girls have gone to 5 straight Final Fours.
That's awesome.
I didn't know that.
I'd like to say I'm going to hang around the high school and just check it out, but I'd probably get arrested.
I think. I mean, you're allowed to go watch high school sports.
I'm just watching.
You're allowed to go watch high school sports. That doesn't make you a weirdo. You can go watch.
Yeah, but I would just hang out by their lockers.
That is
you
okay,
guys were awesome yesterday. Can I have an autograph?
That would make you a creep. Yes, that's a see. How close do you live to an actual high school? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know. I'm like 5-6 minutes from Jerome.
Okay, far enough. By car, right?
Yeah,
okay.
by car.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure. Good to know.
Hey, Archie is going to dot the I, the opening game, August 31st against Akron. Listen, you win two. There are certain guys in every single program across the country, and certainly Archie is one of them, where whatever they want to do, they should be allowed to do it. Like, Archie, you want to put pads on and take one to the house in the spring game? Whatever, buddy.
Yeah.
You've earned that right. You want to come out every single week and dot the I if you want to? Sorry, Zouzaphone dude, or whatever the hell you are. Archie's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
He can do whatever he wants. Archie should have a free pass. I said this about Pierce Brosnan when he was arrested or cited at Yellowstone because he didn't stay on the little boardwalk.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm not saying he can go out and just murder somebody, but if Pierce Brosnan wants to walk off the boardwalk and risk his own death,
right?
The dude was James Bond. How many of these people do we have? Not a lot. Different rules should apply. Archie's the same way. If Archie's in a sheets and he sees a bag of Doritos and say, you know what? I'm just going to take this. They look at him and say, Archie, have a chip.
Well,
go ahead.
I think it has to at least be in Ohio or at least Central Ohio-based sheets.
Yes, it has to be
It's
that.
not like
Because they
you
don't
just
care
go to-
about you in Pennsylvania.
Well, or they might actively hate you if you're like, in Michigan. They may not. They may respect it, but they don't want you to take their stuff. Yeah, I agree with that. I think there are achievements like that when you're a 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. I'm going to say, yeah, you get away with like petty crimes, things that not anything you go to jail for.
No.
But yeah, like shoplifting should be legal. I think you should be able to walk up to a rental car agency and be like, I want this one. Where are the keys? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And just leave.
Yes, sir.
Do you need to see my ID? It's called 2-time Heisman Trophy. Look me up. Go Google that. You'll find me. There's only one. Yeah, that's fine.
You go to Wendy's, you order, there's no payment. No, you just say, hey, thank you. Bye-bye.
Or White Castle. They're both Central Ohio institutions.
Whatever.
I think both of those places should say, I'm sorry, are we located in the same city as the 2-time Heisman Trophy winner came from? Then, yeah, we're going to let that guy eat for free.
If you are wondering if Jim Harbaugh is still weird, good news, the answer is yes. And I'll tell you about it coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
The westbound South Outer Belt is closed down due to an accident between US 23 and I-71. That crash involving a vehicle fire. Emergency crews there on the scene. And southbound 71 at 5th Avenue, an earlier accident now cleared away. This report is sponsored by Audible. Why not escape the traffic with Audible? Immerse yourself in new worlds, stories, and ideas with an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
FC Series presents Premier League giants Manchester City versus Chelsea. Don't miss the chance to see these great teams live at Ohio Stadium. Get your tickets now at fcseries.com.
Find great prices on summer favorites this week at Meijer. Get fresh local blueberries for $1.49 and Meijer chips 3 for $5. Plus, the 7 for $7 sale is back. Mix or match hundreds of items and pay just $1 each when you pick any 7 or more. Eckrich hot dogs, Meijer ketchup, and select Coca-Cola products, plus deposit where applicable. To round out your summer cookout, shop low Meijer prices and the 7 for $7 sale this week only. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in store or in the Meijer app.
Friday, July 26th is Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. Visit the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, the Department of Insurance, and other state agency booths. Come learn about mental health resources available to you and to your family. Join us on Friday, July 26th for Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. We'll see you there.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. I was in my Lexus the other day. It was hot as hell, but I was so thankful for my ventilated seats. I'm not saying that's why you should buy one. It's just very nice. Right now at Jermaine Lexus, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with lease payments as low as $499 a month and 3.99% financing on select models. Get this, the RZ is 0%. I have been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets, don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unnatural liability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality security officers and the endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit EventRiskInc.com.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. Mary Haven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free. Go to maryhaven.com today.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Buddy Wells. Starting with baseball, the Guardians and Tigers wrapped up their 4-game set in Cleveland today. A 3-run shot by Javi Baez in the second inning was all the scoring in that game as Detroit won the game 3-0. The two teams split the 4-game series. Next up for the Guardians, they're in Philadelphia tomorrow night. As for the Reds, they'll be off today. Cincinnati will continue their 9-game road trip tomorrow night in Tampa Bay. That's where they'll begin a 3-game set against the Rays. Also in baseball today, San Diego starter Dylan Cease threw a no-hitter in their 3-0 win over the Nationals. It's the second no-hitter in Padres history. Cease threw 114 pitches in the game as he struck out 9 and walked 3. And in the group stage of women's soccer at the Olympics, the United States is up right now 3-0 over Zambia at halftime. A pair of goals by Mallory Swanson in the game is helping lead the way there for the U.S. of A. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Best known for their contributions to the fast food breakfast world. This is Man and Bone.
It is Name That Hole Thursday. You can tweet us your hole at Man and Bone 971. You can text us your hole 614-787-3093. Just out there in the break talking to television legend Dom Tiberi from Channel 10, and somehow music came up. Bone was talking about his favorites, and Dom, of course, has heard of none of them. Talked about how he loves Sinatra, which of course he does. I do too. Who doesn't like Sinatra?
Yes.
But he said the best concerts he ever saw, he saw him twice at Ohio Stadium, was Pink Floyd.
That would have to be up there, I would guess.
I'm sure it was very good. But then it was the next line that... Like, if someone were to write a script for Dom Tiberi, like, this is what Dom would say. You'd read it and say, you know what? He'd never say this. It's too Dom. He said, I got to tell you, boys, Pink Floyd, I think some people were smoking reefer at that concert. I smelled something at those concerts. It was like a little haze in the sky.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I think there was some reefer being smoked.
Yeah. I think he was tongue-in-cheek on that. He knows. He knows exactly
You're giving him too much credit.
Oh, no, he knows. We were talking, though. I said, because I just saw the clips a few weeks ago of Dead and Company, the Grateful Dead members that are still remaining, and John Mayer. And they played the Sphere in Las Vegas, and all the backdrop, they just had trippy imagery and stuff, all kinds of different things. That's not my type of music. I don't listen to a lot of Grateful Dead. I respect what they've done for music, all that stuff. It's not my scene. However, I can only guess at what it would be like for someone who drops acid or does that type of stuff, who was at the Sphere watching that, listening to that music, and watching that show. I mean, someone may have just actually flatlined at that show, just sitting there staring at all that with everything coursing through their veins. And I'm telling you, I would go see any band at the Sphere. I'm not a big U2 guy. U2 played the Sphere. I think Rothman got to see them there. I'm jealous. I'd go see any band there pretty much.
Jim Harbaugh, first day of training camp with the Los Angeles Chargers. Here is a quote from Jim Harbaugh, what the first day of camp is like. It's like New Year's Day. It feels like being born. It feels like coming out of the womb. You're in there, it's comfortable and safe, and now you're out. You're born. Lights are on. It's bright, chaos. People are looking at you, people talking at you, and it just feels good to have it happen. First of all, in my mind, he's like Kim Jong-il and remembers his birth.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
I remember coming out of that birth canal.
Who does it feel good for, by the way, you or mom?
Both parties seem to be traumatized. The woman who's pushing you out is screaming and yelling.
Yes.
Right? You, the baby, are screaming and yelling because you want to stay in there.
Right.
It's just that you've grown too big. You can't.
Right. Oh, yeah. If you could poll babies, 100 out of 100 would say, leave me in the womb, please. This is awesome.
I'll go back.
They don't have any...
I try and crawl up my mom's hoo-ha.
Oh, yeah.
Cut that up.
Yeah, go ahead. I like how you stopped halfway through because you realized what was going to happen.
Mommy?
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand this analogy at all, and I'm the king of making bad analogies. But Jimmy Harbaugh's got it.
His own guy. That guy's got a national championship. We gave it to him.
You know, he also he did revisit the third base conversation. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. What did he say?
Well, because he's had his line about how some coaches are born on third base, thinking they hit a triple, that whole deal. So he was talking about how everyone with the Chargers, they're on third base, but they earned their way to third base because they had to earn their way through high school and college to get here to the NFL to be on this Chargers team. They're all on third base now, and they want to get home and win the ultimate, which is, of course, a Super Bowl. And he said, that's what we're here to do. And a lot of people are saying, oh, is this a shot at Ryan Day? And who knows? Maybe it is. Harbaugh's weird. But remember that. Harbaugh is so weird that it might just be that anytime he can't think of anything, this is one of his 6 or 7 analogies that he goes to. Being on third base, that whole thing, he really likes that one, apparently, and he goes to it.
You know what Ryan Day's new nickname is?
What's that?
Stranded in scoring position.
Let's
go home
doing.
now. Right.
Yeah.
You're still standing on third base. You were there with no outs, but now there's 2 outs, buddy. Come on, let's go.
Well, you know what, though? I will say, if Ryan Day is stuck on third base, this year I'm going to need him to not be afraid when the ball gets hit a little shallow, like it's a shallow pop to right
he's
center.
He's got to go.
He's got to go.
He's got to tag up and go.
I don't need you to play it safe now. I don't need you to think, oh, we got another chance. I'll wait for the next guy to.
No.
You got to go.
Tag up and go, baby. What else did I have for you?
I don't know.
Oh, Alexi Lalas, my favorite guy.
Oh, God. I love him so much. Thank goodness
he's
you're bringing this up.
volunteering his services. He wants to coach the U.S. men's national team. He said, it would be my honor, pleasure, and duty. Not only that, I would do it for free. I would do it in a second. Hell yeah. They should be so lucky to have someone like me leading this team.
No, they should not. If you've listened to Alexi Lalas talk about soccer at any length of time, you know that he does not, number one, he does not know the game well at this point in his career. I don't know why he is put on Fox to talk about it in important games, but he does not know the game well. He does not communicate well about the game, and he does not inspire anyone around him. Go look at any of the people sitting there with him when he talks. They all look like they want to murder him. None of them look like they're having any fun being around him. So that is, to me, not someone that you should be putting on a pedestal to coach a national team. I have to believe he was attempting humor here because there's no chance anyone would give him a legitimate shot at that.
Here is some sports media news. The New York Post is reporting that the ESPN television show Around the Horn is facing an uncertain long-term future. Could end before the 2025 football season. 2025 football season.
Yeah, so a whole another year plus of it. If it is,
we have to have a farewell tour. This show's been on since 2002.
That's
okay.
That's a long run.
2002. There are people listening to us that know nothing else than a world with Around the Horn. Maybe you remember the original panelists on Around the Horn. Well, Woody Page is still there, or the corpse of him is still there.
Jay
Mariotti was there. He's dead.
Well, he's not doing media anymore.
Well, his career is dead.
Yeah.
Who else was one of the first guys on there?
I don't remember. Was Boston Globe guy? What the hell? Dan
O'Shaughnessy.
Dan O'Shaughnessy. That's right. Yeah. I think he would have been one of the people who's been on there a lot. I don't know if he was an original.
Anyway, this show's been on since 2002. I work in sports media technically. I've never understood the appeal of these shows. Now, people watch them. I get it. And you can say, you guys are doing the same thing. No, we're not. We're not condensing our opinions down to 30 seconds and getting judged by some idiot with a joystick.
Well,
it's dumb. You won that one. You won what? The opinion?
Remember the Around the Horn concept, at least in part. Not the competition part of it where you get points for your hot takes, but the part of it where it's like, we're going to have a guy from this part of the country and a gal from over here and another person who covers this sport. We're going to put them all on the screen, and then we're going to ask them questions, and then they're going to go around in their little 30-second thing. That used to be a thing that we did on this station. Other radio stations did it, where they would say, Colin Cowherd used to span the globe, right?
We used to do around the Big Ten horn. We used to do that.
Yeah, where you would basically round up 3 or 4 people from these different worlds or whatever they were covering, have them all waiting on hold, and then you'd ask them a couple questions. It'd be 2 minutes, then you'd move to the next guy, et cetera. That's what I think inspired this show to a degree. And all of that was really interesting back when a little thing called the internet had not fully taken hold. But now that I can pull out my phone out of my pocket and say, look at that, 8 different sports stories just popped up on my notifications.
Well, not just that, social media where we know everybody's opinions because they're right there.
Yeah, I'm just saying this stuff did not exist. There was no Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Any of that was not a thing back when that show started. It's a testament to how long it's been on the air. But it is time now, I think, for that thing to move along.
God bless.
I mean, if you watch it and enjoy it, great. It's never appealed to me.
That was the worst thing that we ever did. Was I doing that with you or with Torg? The Around the Big Ten horn?
That was not with me.
Okay.
Torg was doing that.
So here's the deal. So
I was here for that. Teddy was. Teddy had to make all those calls.
It was the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Because it was Friday before games in football season. We would line up all the Big Ten games for the week, and then we would have someone on to talk about each of the games. And we did this in one segment. Okay?
Yeah.
So first game, Illinois at Michigan State. Let's talk to Bob Asmussen from the Champaign News Gazette. That was his name.
I know it is.
Bob Asmussen, right? And so we'd lead off with him and ask Bob maybe 1 or 2 questions. And then I had to move on to the next game and person. The problem is sometimes Teddy wouldn't be able to get a hold of these people, even though they know they're supposed to come on. And I realized that the next person's not ready to go because I can see the phone screen. I'm out of questions for Bob Asmussen.
Right.
But I wind up keeping him for more time because, Joe Bunyan or whatever it is from the...
Joe Bunyan.
Who was the guy from Michigan? It was
I was trying to remember. The guy from Purdue was like Steve, was it? Or Pete Blackledge or Steve or something like that.
Steve Buscemi.
No, and you call him like the ultimate weapon or the perfect, or the guy from WWE.
Oh, Steve Blackman.
Steve Black.
The lethal weapon. That's right.
It was something like that. And then that's what you called him.
That's right. I like how your dumb nickname helped Ted kind of remember it enough to get it back to you.
That was
good.
The most stressful segment.
Those are
for Teddy, for us, for everybody. And listeners probably didn't even care.
Joe Rexrode from Michigan State.
That's right, Joe Rexrode.
Yeah.
John Bacon was the...
John U. Bacon?
John U. Bacon.
That's the guy who writes all the Michigan apologetic books now.
He was the Michigan guy that we talked to, wasn't it?
Okay.
It may have been.
Wow, you had John U. Bacon on back in the day. Look at you.
I think so.
Well, that would make sense. He's a Michigan guy. He's covered the program for a long time.
Bob Asmussen.
Yeah, I will tell you, as someone who used to listen back then, that was one of the segments where I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
I know.
I can't believe we did it for like 5 years. Stupid. I am going to fix a huge problem in society coming up next. I have a genius idea. I have no money or resources to fix it, but I'm going to set the ball in motion.
There we go. We're starting the conversation.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
High Street remains closed down due to police activity both directions between Woodrow and Welch Avenue, and an accident is blocking the left berm on the northbound west outer belt ramp to westbound US 33. Police are there on the scene. This report is sponsored by Pierre's Ice Cream. Pierre's Ice Cream ingredients inspection. Line up cream to the right, chocolate chunks left, caramel looking smooth. Every cookie, berry, chip, and chunk earns its place in Pierre's Ice Cream. Made in Ohio, made with the best. Pierre's, we've got your flavor. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Direct auto insurance is for uncompromisers. Like Matt. When his old car insurance got so expensive, do you think he walked until his sneakers wore out? No, because he found savings with Direct Auto so he could drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com or a store near you. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Drive into summer in a new Honda. Act now during Honda's summer event to save thousands with low 1.9% financing. Full inventory is here. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, and hybrids. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Don't miss Honda's summer event with big savings on gas or hybrid, like the 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. Search your local Honda dealer.
See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 9/3/24.
What's wrong with Rick? He's kind of spacey. That's Rick's identical twin, Scott. He's not used to answering to Rick. What's going on? Rick asked me to keep it secret, but he asked his twin to cover his shift so he could go to Diamonds Direct to shop. But this is a jewelry store. Exactly. But the prices and selection are so much better at Diamonds Direct. Rick doesn't want the boss to get suspicious, so Scott's here in case the boss sees Rick at Diamonds Direct. But that would mean that the boss is at Diamonds Direct too. Yeah, we have a lot of secrets.
You never know who you'll run into at Diamonds Direct with unbeatable direct importer prices, the highest quality diamonds, the most sought-after designer rings, the best customer service, the strongest guarantees in the industry. It's just a no-brainer.
You think if Scott had a mustache, he'd look like me?
Go where everyone goes. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Learn more at diamondsdirect.com.
Much like a vampire, we need to be invited into your house. But once we're in, we never leave. Listen to The Fan on your Alexa or Google Home smart speaker. Just say play 97.1 The Fan and prepare to be amazed. Do it now.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Get wings the way you want them. Try Twin Peaks wings bone-in breaded, naked, smoked and grilled, or boneless in your favorite sauce or rub.
It's shaping up to be one of the hottest summers on record, Columbus, which means your AC unit is being put to the test. With thousands of perfect Google reviews, your cooling experts at Sears Heating and Cooling will ensure your comfort just as we have the last 74 summers. Whether your AC unit is in need of maintenance, repair, or replacement, your Sears cooling team will get the job done right the first time at the best possible price. That's right, from Dublin to Obetz, enjoy the local pricing advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears. SearsHeatingCooling.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Have you lost Ohio Medicaid? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan.
Do plans cover doctor visits?
What about emergency care?
And prescriptions?
All covered and more. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny and comfortable. Temperatures around 80 degrees on this Thursday. Overnight down to the upper 50s with mainly clear skies and light winds. Fair skies, low humidity, and a pleasant Friday afternoon. Temperatures back in the low to mid 80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Yes, we tried unplugging and then plugging them back in. It didn't help. This is Man and Bone.
All right. I'm miserable about something.
Yeah, what's that?
Maybe it's the baseball team that's lost 77 games that I was telling you about earlier. White Sox 27 up, 77 down. Just embarrassing, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But here's why I get so upset, is that you have a billionaire owner in one of the biggest media markets in the country that also owns the Chicago Bulls, and they act like they need handouts to run their business.
Right.
They are one of 2 teams in Major League Baseball, despite being around for 125 years, to never give anybody a $100 million contract. Think about that for a second.
Still unbelievable. That is still a stat in 2024.
I'm looking at the list of the top starting pitchers in Major League Baseball today. Chris Sale has won 13 games. Mine. Carlos Rodon has won 10 games for the Yankees. Mine. Dylan Cease for the Padres has won 10 games through a no-hitter today. Mine. I'm just saying, these are guys that my team had and developed and then either let walk away or traded away. There's more on here, too. Ronaldo Lopez from the Braves started 18 games this year as a 2.12 ERA. Mine. I'm just saying, like, this is it. Major League Baseball is littered with this.
Yeah.
Littered with it. They just let him walk out the door. I got to tell you, we're going to get some good prospects for this guy. Okay, then what?
Good prospects that may develop into talented players that you will then not sign when the time comes that they actually deserve the giant contract.
We got a guy in the rotation now. He's large. He's thick. He's left-handed. He's Garrett Crochet. Made the All-Star team. And you know what? Was a worthy All-Star. Young.
Okay.
Right? Think you're going to extend him? No. They're going to trade him. They have contractual control over this guy for several years. They're going to trade him.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Why are the White Sox this way, Mike?
You know what? I don't want to talk about it. Okay. I'm going to solve a problem that I actually can solve. Unlike the Chicago White Sox, I can't solve it. I was at Tuttle today at the mall, which is kind of like Escape from L.A., if you've ever seen that, or Escape from New York. It is the most miserable place on earth. A dying mall / dead mall in hospice care is so, like, working at a mall anyway can't be fun. I did it. I worked at Spencer Gifts in the mall, right?
Yeah, but that was when malls were banging, back when you were there.
Right, but I'm just saying, but what I mean is, even when malls were banging, it was sort of a depressing existence. To work in the mall. You're enclosed. There's no windows there. You can't see the outside world. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. We don't know anything like that now, working in this beautifully lit,
I know,
wide open to the world radio station where we have all the windows.
I'm aware of it. Too expensive to put a window in here. Can't do it. But I was over there today. There's like no stores left in that mall. I was at Macy's only because I had to. Because Macy's sells these Frango chocolate things that Marshall Fields used to sell in Chicago, and it's the only way I give Macy's any of my money, because I like to have the little chocolate things.
Okay.
And I usually get them shipped, but it's summer and they won't ship chocolate, so I had to go into Macy's where everybody had this look on their face. I know it's radio and you can't see my face, but you can hear my face.
Teddy, Hear My Face.
Oh, Hear My Face.
The first album from Common Man Records.
But then I just popped into the General Mall. It's just a ghost town. It is. There's not even any stores in there anymore. And the stores that are in there, there's nobody there. It's like Tom's store. It's not like any name brand store you ever heard.
Well, to your point, when malls were banging, you'd have like a KB Toys that would have just floor to ceiling, incredible amounts of toys. You'd walk in there. And again, I was a kid, so that's where I wanted to go. But that place, there were a million toy stores. They all wanted into the mall. KB said, sorry, losers, we've got it locked down. That's our space. You can't have a lot of toy stores in here. We run this mall. And then that was the way all these categories were. Whatever your thing was, there might have been a handful of, you had your anchor stores and you had a couple like Spencer Gifts. There might have been another store or two in that vein that sold like movie posters and T-shirts and kind of oddities. But Spencer Gifts was the best. I'm saying all these stores had the height of what they were in the mall. The best of the best from around the country, they were all in your local mall. And then now you go in and it's like, hey, I want to do Spencer Gifts, but have it only be the penis macaroni, and that's all we sell. And it's like, that's a dumb idea for a store. But no one else wants to be here, so we'll let you do that, I guess. That's the stores you have now at the mall.
People on the northwest side of the city, in Dublin, Hilliard, in Plain City now is growing like crazy. People have money to spend. They're just not spending it there. They're going to Easton. Because Easton's an outdoor destination. It's a little different feel. They're always changing things and adding things at Easton.
Sure.
I'll give them credit there. They're always moving things around, remodeling things, trying to keep it fresh. Even though it annoys me sometimes because stores move without any rhyme or reason. But at Tuttle, there's nothing. There's nothing to entice you to spend your money. I'm going to fix that. First of all, they say retail's dead. Retail's not dead. Bad retail is dead. If you go to a beautiful Neiman Marcus department store in one of the cities that has them, I was just there not too long ago. They're packed. People are there. They're spending money. They got customer service people. They put things on the shelves all nice. You need something, I'll go get it for you. At Macy's, they just throw slop on the shelves and look at you like, don't you want to buy it? Buy it! You have a Macy's card? Why not? I was asked that today. You have a Macy's card? No. Why? Are you a rewards member? No. Sign up.
No, I don't want to.
Just charge me $35 for these dumb chocolates. Come on. Here's how we're going to change it.
Okay.
I have no money to do it, but there are people who listen that have influence and cash, and I want to be your business partner.
Okay.
Idea man only.
Okay.
So you take Tuttle, whoever's in there, you kick him out. You break the lease. All right. Sorry, JCPenney. Your day's over.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Sorry, Tom's Bunion Shop. You're out.
You're home for bunions.
Whatever, you're out. You close for refurbishment. We're going to remodel this sucker. All right?
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make half of the mall, at least half of the mall, the greatest food court you've ever seen in your entire life.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not talking about like, oh, there's 6 places, blah, blah, blah. Like you're thinking of a restaurant, mall food court. No. This is going to blow your mind. You're going to be able to go from little shop to shop and sample different things. It's like a food fest on steroids.
Oh, you know what I just thought of? Have the whole bottom level be the food. Because what happens with the scent? It goes upwards.
That's right.
And then the upstairs level, whatever you're going to do up there, as you're walking around, you smell the food and go, I got to eat here.
I'm just saying, you make this a world-class dining destination where
I love that.
families want to come. This is going to be their Friday and Saturday night entertainment, is going to the mall food court.
But that food court could have, am I wrong? You could go inside, sit down, and eat at this food court.
Absolutely.
Like you could go into restaurants because there'll be like storefronts like you have at the mall. Okay.
Look, they're doing this now with like luxury watches where the really big luxury brands don't want to be in a just regular jewelry store. They don't want to be in somebody else's case next to another brand of watch. They want their little own boutique store that you walk into.
Right.
Right? That's what we're going to do here. You walk into a little boutique restaurant concept.
Okay.
And maybe these things change out. Maybe there's pop-ups there. Maybe big-time chefs are in there.
Oh, I like it.
Right? And that rotates.
Love that.
So-and-so's only going to be here for a month. Honey, we got to go.
Yeah.
He was just on Top Chef.
And now he's here.
Now he's here in our mall.
We got to get to the mall.
All right, I haven't told you about the second part of my plan.
Phase 2.
I will do that coming up next. Ooh. And the second part, I'll just give you a hint. It's called Ted's House of Prostitution. No,
I think we should put that on the bottom level now. I want to switch it up. I don't think we should leave that on the top level.
The scents do rise from that too. I'm just saying.
You sit in the restaurant like, why are all the fixtures shaking? This is really weird.
It probably should be a seafood restaurant here. I don't know. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
The westbound South Outer Belt remains closed down from an accident between US 23 and I-71. Emergency crews are there on the scene. And High Street closed down for police activity both directions between Woodrow and Welch Avenue. This report is sponsored by WhatsApp, LOL, and ROFL without the green bubbles. There's a way to share no matter what phone you use. WhatsApp, the place to safely send messages between devices. Message privately with everyone. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Underneath our red awning at Sheets, we make the magic happen. So when you visit our new location in Columbus, go ahead and get a little crazy, like adding mott sticks as a burger topping, or putting espresso in your milkshake, or picking up $65 worth of fried food curbside at 2 a.m. 24/7, 365. Sheets, located at 4881 Roberts Road in Columbus, is ready to serve you what you're really craving. Why the Sheets not make a convenience store your new favorite hangout spot?
Great coaching can make all the difference, especially when it comes to your money. At Right Pac Credit Union, our financial coaches are on your team. We'll help you create a winning game plan that's customized for your unique needs, so you can make the most of your hard-earned money and live the life you want to live. Best of all, Right Pac Credit Union serves all of Central Ohio, so getting in the game is easy. Let's win together. Stop by one of our Central Ohio member centers to get started today. Equal housing opportunity, insured by NCUA.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and our summer clearance event starts now with 0% financing on the 2024 Toyota Tundra. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for details. Hurry in. Offer ends July 31st. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
With approved credit, 0% up to 48 months, tax, title, and $250 doc fee not included.
We go to war for you.
At Sugar Schnar Trial Attorneys, we don't back down. Accident? Call us today at 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com for free consultation. Know your rights because results matter. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU. 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com.
War for you. warforyou.com.
The Buckeyes are starting fall camp and we're tagging along. The Fan is broadcasting live August 1st through the 4th at Ohio State football practice. Morning juice and Bishop and Friends Thursday and Friday, plus live weekend programming. Let's go.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See, we didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
We're dealing at Reichert Nissan. Hundreds of Nissans in stock, on the ground, and priced to sell fast. Low lease payments on brand new Reichert Nissan Sentras, only $229 a month. Now we're really dealing. With our best value guarantee and 72-hour exchange policy, you can't buy the wrong car. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
With approved credit, 2024 Sentra SR FWD 24-month lease with $3,000 due at signing and $731.24.
Diamond Seller's Wedding Weekend is back. Shop buy one, get one half off wedding bands, 20% off diamond anniversary bands, and special offers on diamond engagement rings. Visit us at Diamond Seller's Wedding Weekend, Friday, July 26th and Saturday, July 27th on Sawmill Road.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here from my friends at High Bank Distillery Co., located right here in Columbus. Introducing their newest product, 614 Vodka, Ohio's house vodka. Perfect to make a drink at home or try when you're out at your favorite local restaurant. Learn more at 614vodka.com.
Check out the all-new John Hinderer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram facility in Heath and experience the difference. We're your exclusive AgPack dealer, offering up to $30,000 in savings and benefits. And if you're tired of waiting at the dealership for service, take advantage of our service made simple with Carvenience or mobile service. Home of the lifetime powertrain guarantee and one of the largest selections in Central Ohio. John Hinderer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Route 79 in Heath, or HindererCDJR.com. We love what moves you.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
No Desmond Howard death wishes since 2012. This is Man and Bone.
I'm going to continue on my quest to fix the mall. But first, T-Bone's going to sell you something.
Well, maybe you need something else fixed. Maybe you need your roof fixed. The good news is Able Roof can get the job done in one day with 24-hour turnaround on most jobs. Done in a day, good for a lifetime. They've been voted the #1 roofing company in Columbus by Consumer Choice Awards for 22 years in a row. You can take advantage of summer promotions before they are over. No payments, no interest from Able Roofing until 2026. and save up to $1,000 on a new roof, siding, and windows. Don't put off getting a new roof any longer. Call Able Roof today, 614-444-ROOF. You probably finished that number before I did. 614-444-ROOF for Able Roof today.
I was at Tuttle Mall today, which is also the most depressing place on earth. All dying malls just make you want to kill yourself. Just going in there and breathing the air was enough to make me want to just die. I can't imagine actually working there. And I'm sure whoever owns that mall, Simon Says, whatever the company is, they'll put no money into that thing whatsoever. Well, retail, who wants to go? Trust me. Go to Easton on a Saturday. Tell me retail's dead.
Yeah, there are people there. You're right.
Go to a lovely department store in another city. Go to a Neiman Marcus somewhere. Tell me retail's dead. No, your version of retail is dead because you've neglected it. You've kept it the same too long, and people got sick of it. You need to change it up. I said what you should do to that mall is really the entire first level. Bonehead that idea. First level. The best food court you've ever had. What an experience.
Yeah, you can even knock down a couple walls, take two of those little spaces, turn into one giant space, make it like a restaurant you walk into, you sit down, you enjoy it, then you walk back out, maybe go somewhere else to get your after dinner stuff.
Right, you can sit inside one of some of these restaurants. They all have their own little individual ambiance. There's also a very public area where you can sit outside and converse with people. You can get food from different places. Maybe we have a little card that you swipe.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can go to each little restaurant and get a little sampler plate.
I love that. You should also make the whole thing, whatever we're calling that, the designated outdoor refreshment area. Instead of a Dora, it's a Dira. Designated indoor refreshment area.
That's right. You can walk around with
a beer. Could you imagine that? Just walking around with a beer, enjoying yourself? Yeah, that's great. Maybe that's only on the bottom level. Maybe the upper level. We don't let you do that, but still. Bottom level, I think we got a great concept there.
Upper level, I think, clothes are always a thing. People always need clothes. I make it all good high-end fashion stuff up there.
If nothing else, you could go, if maybe that's not what you currently can afford, you could still go and say, let's get a good meal and then look at all the crazy stuff that's there. Look at all the great fashion that's there.
Fine. I also take the anchor areas, the empty Sears and empty other Macy's, because there were two Macy's in that mall.
Oh, that's right. What a weird idea.
Because there was a Dillard's and there was a Lazarus, right? And they both made them both Macy's. Now there's just one Macy's left in there. It's depressing as hell. But I make a huge state-of-the-art movie theater.
I like that.
What do you got in Dublin? The old-ass Lennox over there?
The AMC, yeah.
Yeah, come on. Make a huge movie theater in there.
Oh, why not? Yeah, exactly right. I like that. And maybe you only have enough room for 8 big, great theaters in there. But that's fine. Give me those 8 screens and then make them just all the time filled.
Here's what you do. Because, look, this is going to be an entertainment destination. You got your food.
Yep.
Upper level. Got your high-end.
Nice shopping.
Stuff there. Nice shopping. Got movies, right? Take one of the other anchor stores. Make it a concert venue.
Oh, I like that too. Yes.
You can really make it like a double-decker conference or a concert venue. There's no place like that in Dublin, in that area.
And by the way, we need some good shows in the northwest part of town, I say. And you could do this concept other places, like Grove City. If you want to have something like this, go ahead, build them all. Maybe we want to go, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of the other malls that are still around that have kind of died. Like, I don't know if Eastland Mall is...
I think they officially closed it, isn't it?
No, it's closed. I don't know if the structure exists is what I'm saying. Like, if some of the structure exists, you could resurrect it this way. But yeah, this is a good way to rescue an old building, an old mall like that. I love that idea.
Yeah. We don't have any money or know-how.
I think the concert venue thing is great.
Oh.
You know what I've seen now? There are multiple places I've seen this where it's not, you don't have one 1,000 seat or 2,000 seat or whatever seat auditorium and that's it. You have a space over here that'll seat a couple hundred people and a space over here that's more for like your 500 to 800 band type of group. And then you have a venue that has like 50 people and that's all in one space. It just depends on the day of who's playing where, but you could have multiple shows going in there at one time. I love this concept.
What's that place they used to have the wrestling shows, Teddy? I don't know if they still do. Was it the Manhattan Ballroom? You know what I'm talking about?
Was that You talking about the place like inside of Madison Square Garden that they had? Is that what that was? Yeah, there's another area that's in that Madison Square Garden complex.
But it was a small venue.
Yeah, and they would have sometimes Monday Night Raw.
But they'd have like the ornate balcony and stuff like that. Yeah. That's what I picture the concert venue would look like in one of those existing like JCPenney spots.
That would be interesting. Yeah, you could have seating, and then you could have an actual like floor if you wanted to have, a band where people are like a rock band in there. You wouldn't want seats necessarily. Or like an arena football league, championship.
Yeah, right, exactly. You know what we can do? Rugby. We could have a little rugby field in the parking lot.
Well, you know what I think, though? Because I bet you if someone who's listening to this seriously thought, okay, let me take this idea on head on. That'll never work because I can't get 20 restaurant concepts from all over the country. Like malls previously existed as we've got this store, like Sears wants 100, 200, 500 mall locations, whatever it was. JCPenney wanted those. And all these stores, Spencer Gifts probably had hundreds of locations, right? Screw that. We're talking about how to rescue Tuttle Mall. Get 20 banging restaurants in there. Get 10 or 12 high-end department store type things, nice fashion things. They don't have to be department stores. Fashion stores, only selling clothing. You're not talking Williams-Sonoma. You're not talking about let's have your, Crate and Barrel stuff. We're talking about just clothing. And then if no one else in the country can replicate that, cool. It's unique to Tuttle. That's a way to rescue.
Can I tell you something? Like all these places, like, man, who wants to eat at a food court? You all kill yourselves to go to the latest concept in the North Market or the East Market or, Bridge Park. They have their version of the North Market there.
Dairy Hall.
Can I tell you something?
Those things are all
the
like
place
that.
In where Timmy is in Hilliard, in downtown Hilliard, where Crooked Can and stuff like that.
Food halls.
These are all food courts.
That's what
Yes.
They've just reimagined them and put them in the burbs away from a mall.
So don't tell me that we don't want food courts. We live for food courts.
Yeah. Why not do that on the bottom half of this mall? Top half is then whatever, like you said, put some nice stores in there. Your anchor stores become like more event-driven things. I know they have actually a Tuttle. I think they do have that Scene 75, which is like an arcade. That's a type of thing that you could leave that there. That's fine. That's a thing that people would come and say, I want to go have fun, but I also want to get a nice meal first. Good news, they have 25 restaurants in here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Man, let's solve all the world's problems on this show, don't we?
Let's buy Tuttle Mall and do this.
What is it worth now? $5?
I don't know.
They're going to knock it down. What are they going to do with it? It's wasting away.
They're not going to knock it down as of yet, are they?
They're getting close.
No.
They've declared bankruptcy like 5 times.
Really?
It's empty for the most part.
We got it. Come on. We got to save it.
Degenerate T-Bone. Bone's going to lose you some money. Coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Westbound South Outer Belt remains closed down from an accident between US 23 and I-71 that was involving an earlier vehicle fire. Emergency crews still there on the scene. Eastbound US 33, the right 3 lanes all blocked off from an accident. That at the West Outer Belt. Traffic is stop and go from Post Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Are your floors sagging? Are musty smells reeking throughout your home? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the crawl space repair experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Ignite your Irish spirit at the Dublin Irish Festival, August 2nd through 4th. Prepare to be blown away as you explore one of the top Irish festivals in the US, drawing over 100,000 guests to Dublin, Ohio each year. Enjoy 7 music stages, 60 acts and more than 800 performers, epic Irish entertainment, great food and more. Get your tickets at dublinirishfestival.org.
Cash, moolah, greenback, toes, Skrilla, chips, bread and mold, cheddar, butter, lewd and scratch, find the letters. Make a match. Lettuce, gravy, game on the back for $30. That's a wrap. There's many words for cash, no doubt, but there's only one $30 cash word. Check it out. Cash word from Ohio Lottery. It's $30, yo. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions of prizes, don't you know? Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
The summer sell-down is on at Performance Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Save thousands with bonus cash on select inventory. Plus, get another $2,500 off any new Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram with your trade. One Performance, 2 locations, Georgesville and Delaware.
Trade value based on KBB, be comparable, 2010 model or newer, and price of $5,000.
Everyone has that one goal, that thing they want to prove. Not to other people, but to themselves. Then, right when you think you could actually do it, cancer. And that goal is still within reach. I would know. I'm about to run my first ever marathon with my 2 best friends. 3 years after having cancer.
At least we look good in these shorts.
Woo! Let's get it, guys. You, keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Do you feel that? The season is getting closer. Buckeye football comes your way in 37 days. Every game, every season. Proud to be your flagship home for Ohio State football. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Is arthritic joint pain keeping you from doing the things that you love? Bone-on-bone pain in your knee? Arthritic pain like I was having in my knee? Maybe your hip, your back, your shoulder? Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Listen, there are exciting new cellular therapies that you can get lasting relief from. QC Kinetics is helping patients like you every day here in Columbus, led by Dr. Ray Tesner. I'm talking about cutting-edge treatments that accelerate your own body's healing properties, revitalizing your joints so you can move again. Listen, my dad was having knee pain. I was having knee pain. So we went over to QC Kinetics, and they were able to help us out. And 2 years out, I'm still feeling good. My dad can still move around. So learn how QC Kinetics can treat pain and enhance your joints and restore your mobility and give you long-term lasting relief with no downtime. So check them out. Go to 380-208-4544 or head to one of their offices in Dublin, Gahanna, or now the new one that's most recently opened in Grove City.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use, now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here for my friends at RCD RV. Remember your favorite summer vacation as a kid? Well, I sure do, and I can tell you those memories will last forever. And there is still time to create those memories with your family when you visit the fine people at RCD RV. You can literally go anywhere in an RV. The mountains, the lake, road trip of a lifetime. RCD has over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock, something for every budget. Visit them at one of their 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. The only thing harder than common man's arteries is T-Bone thinking about a red-bellied woodpecker. This is Man and Bone.
So last Friday on the show, Tyvis Powell was here, Timmy Hall was here. I made them both take a bite from rancid chili dogs, pre-packaged chili dogs that we were selling in the upstairs cafe. Refrigerated, rotten, disgusting. Tyvis couldn't even, or he did swallow his. Yeah. Timmy couldn't even swallow his, and it made him sick for 3 days. Today is National Chili Dog Day. That's today. I was up in the cafe earlier today. There is one rancid chili dog up there. Should we make Timmy eat it?
I think the fact he just got over the last time.
Come on.
I mean, he didn't even eat all of the one that was there last time.
He's 100% better now.
100%.
He was eating tagalongs. Tagalongs. The Girl Scout cookies out there.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Timmy, did you know that today is National Chili Dog Day? And there just happens to be one chili dog left up in the fridge upstairs. Would you like to take a bite?
You know I'm not going to bounce back
on National Chili Dog Day eating the same nasty chili dog.
I'd let you eat the egg sandwich up there, but somebody bought that. It's gone.
Somebody bought
the egg sandwich.
What kind of bread?
Bagel.
Bagel sandwich. Okay.
And some sort of Southwest cream cheesy spread thing on top.
See, if they left that out, I would say that might be one of the safer or more not to say that any of those kind of items are enticing. The prepackaged, stuck in a cooler or refrigerator for a week or how many days. The breakfast sandwich might be the one I would try the most if it's just a little egg and sausage.
There was an egg salad up there the other day. And it's gone now. So somebody got it.
Probably that old employee here at the Fan from 8 years ago.
There's no wonder why all these TV people have to come over here and crap 5 times a day. Because they're eating the stuff from that fridge.
Yeah, no kidding.
Do you remember that creepy producer we had for about 3 months? Beamer had to train him. He would eat egg salad. Disgusting, stenchy.
Was it
egg salad in the control room? Egg salad.
Oh,
I forgot about that. That was not
what
the
happened
most.
To that guy? Did Beamer kill him?
Yeah, dead.
Hide his body
under the bridge.
Probably.
All right, degenerate T-Bone.
Common Man and T-Bones. Degenerate T-Bone.
Degenerate T-Bone.
T-Bone's picks for the weekend.
Sponsored by Ohio Health. Choose between virtual or in-person appointments at 200-plus care sites, providing the finest care anywhere. OhioHealth.com/finest care.
Well, man, the Olympics are starting. They've already started, but the opening ceremonies are tomorrow, so you can enjoy watching those. And then, of course, we will be in the throes of Olympics bliss for the next few weeks, as we all love every 4 years. Summer Olympics, for me, are my favorite. I understand you're more of a Winter Olympics guy.
I like all Olympics. I don't like them as much, I guess, as my wife, who just cries at the gymnastics. Like,
it's so wonderful. Oh, my God. Look at them. They're living their dream. Yes, that's right. They are living their dream. I have nothing else to say.
Let's go. I know you have some sort of doctor molestation joke.
I don't have anything. Right. I was just going to say it seems like a rough lifestyle. That's all. But anyway, most gold medals in this Olympics. Here we go. USA is the favorite to win the most gold medals in the 2024 Olympics. They are minus 550. They are the odds-on favorite. China is believed by the bettors to be the next one with the best chance at plus 350. And then after that, Buzz, your girlfriend, woof. Great Britain, plus 4,000, 40-1 odds to be so it's the USA and China, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Japan, 55-1 odds. France, 80-1 odds. They're the home country.
What about the Aussies?
No, they're not factoring in either.
No?
Germany is 120-1. It's the U.S. is the runaway favorite to win the most gold medals. Presumably, we have the most athletes in most of these games, I'm guessing.
Can I say a little something?
What's that?
We're awesome.
We're awesome. That's right.
Team USA, America, awesome.
Yeah, they're good. The over-under for USA gold medals in this Olympics, 41.5. I'm going to say bang the over. I don't know how many events we're in. I don't know how good we are in these events, and I don't know how many you can possibly win. I'm going to say bang the over. Wild overconfidence.
We're not winning in ping pong, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yeah?
That's China all the way.
Okay, China may get us
all
there.
the way.
Give the Chinese that.
Let them have their little dance.
Their little pong.
Until we find out that they used like a player who is somehow illegally, in the Olympics, and they have to give that back after 3 years, whatever. Here are some more specific things you can bet on. The USA is taking on Serbia, and I believe they're first. The U.S. men's basketball team, I should say. I should probably specify the team, the sport, all that. USA men's basketball taking on Serbia. That is the team of Nikola Jokic, one of the, best players in the game.
They're fanatical about their basketball.
That's right.
Not from the footage I've seen.
Team USA, 12.5-point favorites in this game. They are minus 900, meaning, of course, you'd have to bet $9 to win one if you would like to. So there are odds-on favorites there. Over-under in this game, 180.5. I'm going to take the over in this one. I think there will be a lot of points. Meanwhile, we'll go to swimming. Katie Ledecky, this is just an overall Olympics thing you can bet on with her, of course, tremendous swimmer. For her to set a world record in any individual event, it is 6-1 odds, plus 600 for that.
Do they even have odds on her winning the gold? Because she's going to win.
Yeah, what they have is to win 3 gold medals in individual events. That you can bet on. that's 5-1 odds. So if she wins a gold medal in 2 events that are individual and then a team event, that won't count. So she has to get it in 3 individual events.
She's a vet now, right? She's got to be north of 30.
Yeah, but she's
not 30, but
she's not yet.
She's a vet.
No,
well,
she's
they start
incredible.
when they're like 16 years old.
No, I know that, but I feel like we've been watching her for 3 or 4 cycles
I want to
now.
say she's 27. Teddy, can you look up Katie Ledecky age? I'm going to say 27.
And when I hear that name, I think of your R.A. Dickey thing.
Ledecky!
Yeah.
Teddy Ledecky.
Nailed it.
27?
Yeah. Wow, look at you. Good job. Now, into women's 100-meter dash, I have your gold medal favorite is USA's own Sha'Carri Richardson at -180. Sharika Jackson from Jamaica is +430.
She's a good one.
Julian Alfred, I don't know what I was thinking. Julian Alfred. That's Alfred?
I don't know her.
Alfred.
It says from STL.
St. Louis.
St.
Lucia.
She's from the Rams. St. Lucia.
St.
That's probably
Lucia.
right. +430. Melissa Jefferson from the U.S. is 12-1. Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, 13-1 from Jamaica. And Tia Clayton, also from Jamaica, 32-1. Now, in the 200-meter for the women's, Gabby Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
Your gal.
Oh, yeah.
Odds-on favorite is
Gabby.
She is +100. Then it's Sharika Jackson from Jamaica, again, +190. Julian Alfred from, now wait a second. That said STL before. Same name. It now says LCA.
Lucia?
So STL is St. Lucia and LCA is also Lucia. I don't know. What I know is Julian Alfred right there.
All right.
Then you've got Mackenzie Long from the U.S. at 6-1. Let her live.
Hell with all these people.
Where is that
Have
island?
fun looking at Gabby Thomas's ass as she runs by you.
St. Lucia is in the Bahamas?
I've been to St. Lucia.
Yeah, geography boy.
Oh, you been there, Teddy?
Yeah, and I'm not lying about that. I've been to St. Lucia. Yeah, that's where we went for our honeymoon, St. Lucia.
That's
What'd
nice.
you think of St. Lucia? Did you like it?
Yeah, it's a nice little, tropical island down there. Yeah, it's pretty
Did you
cool.
do another island close to it, or just
No,
that
it was
one?
just that island. Stayed there. Yeah, so it was pretty cool.
It is right in a big string of islands: Guadalupe, Dominica, Martinique, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, my favorite ska band, Barbados, and Grenada.
As
right
much
there.
as I love this,
All the hits.
We have to move on.
No, we don't.
Because coming up next, Fat Boy Food Jam! Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
High Street remains closed off due to police activity in both directions between Woodrow and Welch Avenue. Gonna be best to avoid that area. And on eastbound US 33 at the West Outer Belt, 3 right lanes all blocked off from an accident. Traffic there stop and go from Post Road. This report is sponsored by Put-in Bay Chamber of Commerce. Give them joy on Put-in Bay. Laughter jumping into the pool, delight from a hole-in-one, and amusement riding a train, golf cart, and carousel. Plan your weekday island getaway today at visitputinbay.com. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. The people who refuse to make trade-offs in life. Like Kelly, when her old car insurance got so expensive that she couldn't afford to drive anymore, do you think she started carrying her groceries for miles? No. But she did find Direct Auto's savings that allowed her to drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25%, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a quote today at directauto.com. Savings based on applied discounts and will vary. Terms apply. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Ready to be the change and have a positive impact on your community? Consider joining the Columbus Division of Police. Starting pay is $70,000 plus, growing to 6 figures after 4 years of service. We offer paid vacations, paid holidays, and health insurance. Do you aspire to complete your degree? We offer 100% tuition reimbursement after you complete your first year of service. Contact the CPD recruiting unit at jobs@columbuspolice.org or apply online at columbus.gov/government/jobs. The City of Columbus is an equal opportunity employer.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for my crew at Valley Ford of Columbus. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle without breaking the bank, well, you need to get to Valley Ford for a great selection of certified pre-owned Ford Blue Advantage cars, trucks, and SUVs. Each one of these vehicles features a minimum 139-point inspection, and they're also backed by a 14-day or 1,000-mile money-back guarantee. Get the better deal and a better pre-owned Ford without any worries. Keep on trucking at Valley Ford of Columbus.
Vehicle must be returned within 14 days, 1,000 miles, whichever comes first from the original sales date and mileage is stated on bill of sale, and return in same condition as sold. Other restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
Okay, so that's the final price. Oh, an extra fee to drive here. Is that it? A knock on the door fee. So is that the final price? A 15% Wednesday surcharge. What for? Oh, because it's Wednesday. Of course. Can I get back to you on this?
Apex Pros, the pros who knows.
This quote you gave me, are there any other charges I don't know about?
Other charges?
Like an it's too sunny fee or my dog wet the carpet tax.
No, Apex always gives you upfront pricing.
No surprise fees?
Never.
No charge if your stomach hurts or you lost your library card?
Upfront pricing every time at Apex Pros, whether it's plumbing, heating, and AC, or our new electrical services.
I'll call you right back. Hello, other company? Hi, me again.
It's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear. You'll never get a surprise charge with the Apex Pros upfront price guarantee. Schedule an appointment now at apexpros.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Buddy Wells. Baseball today, a 3-run blast by Javier Baez led the Tigers to a 3-0 win over the Guardians in Cleveland. The two teams split the 4-game set. Next up for the Guards, they'll be in Philadelphia tomorrow night. The Reds enjoyed an off day today. They continue their road trip with a 3-game set tomorrow night against the Rays in Tampa Bay. Also in baseball today, San Diego starter Dylan Cease threw the second no-hitter in Padres history as they beat the Nationals 3-0. Cease struck out 9 and walked 3 in the game while throwing 114 pitches. And in women's soccer, the USA just finished off a 3-0 win over Zambia in the group stage of the Olympics. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Take strokes off of your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180. The course record might be only 40 strokes away. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
We did the math. Common Man has hosted over 5,000 shows on The Fan. 3 of them have been halfway decent. Here's Man and Bone.
Eddie? Yes.
This ain't one of them.
No?
No.
Not today?
No.
Huh. I will tell you, tomorrow's not eligible to be one of them, but Bone's not going to be here tomorrow. He's abandoning me. Very selfish.
I am.
But it's going to be an interesting show tomorrow. I'm not saying it's going to be good because I have no idea. It's going to be interesting tomorrow. The first hour, 3 o'clock, me and you being the listener, we're going to get intimate. We're going to get down and dirty, just the two of us, because I'm going solo.
Solo for an hour.
For the 3 o'clock hour. Just me and you. You're going to get to know me. I'm going to tell you all about me. Okay?
Okay.
3 o'clock hour, solo. 4 o'clock hour, the crazy girls from upstairs, Jen Winters and Max, will come down here and spend the 4 o'clock. Lulu was going to come. Lulu's got to go. She's traveling this weekend.
I see.
So 2 crazy chicks from upstairs. 4 o'clock hour. 5 o'clock hour. Everybody's favorite sports anchor. If the real sports anchor that you want doesn't answer your calls, Adam King will be here. From 10 TV, 5 o'clock hour. Adam King was with me one time before. Did 1 hour with me, I don't know, maybe a year ago, year and a half ago.
Okay.
And he's like, I have to ask my news director if I can come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ask your news director if you can come on the highest rated show in the city and plug the fact that you exist. Okay. Go ahead. So my news director says you can't ask me any inappropriate questions. I'm sorry, who makes the rules here? The news director?
You want to pop a number or do you want to keep your news director happy?
You're coming in my studio. You don't get to tell me what I say. So what's the first thing I say to him? Hey, King, you like to watch porn?
Beautiful. And what was his answer? Come on. The answer clearly is no. I make porn. That's the answer.
So he's coming in, and if you thought that question made him squirm, wait till you hear what I have planned for tomorrow. Just you wait.
That's good.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
Bone, do you remember not too long ago we did a story about how Melt, the grilled cheese place.
Yes, of course.
They're having financial difficulties. They filed for bankruptcy. They had to close the location on High Street in the Short North. But there was still one location in Central Ohio over at Easton. Well, that store has closed too.
Oh, no.
It is gone. There is no more Melt in the area. I think they still live up in Cleveland, at least a couple of the stores. We'll see how long that lasts, but they had their moment in the sun, the grilled cheese people, and not.
That's bad, man. I regret to say I did not go to Melt.
I have been there several times.
What did you think?
It was good.
Yeah?
I liked it. Yeah.
I wish I would have gone.
Not the lightest meal ever, but
well, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like grilled cheese. I should have gone, and I regret. I actually blame myself.
Can I tell you something? That was always a misnomer. It was like,
blame
it's
myself.
grilled cheese. It's like, no, it's not. It's a sandwich that's pressed.
Is that what it was?
You know, it's not like, oh, it's just grilled cheese. It's like, no, it's a sandwich with crap in it that they melt the cheese in, like every other sandwich you've ever had.
Yeah, well, if you've had a pressed sandwich, which I do approve of that. So, yeah, it's I'm sad to see that it's gone,
That's
buddy.
all I got for you.
I don't really have much today either. I was trying to think of, I did see that they have a new Frosty flavor. It's like a wild berry Frosty. Are you aware of that?
No.
It's because, they can't keep, we're not going to have vanilla really as a Frosty flavor, which is fine. They're always going to have chocolate. And then they're going to have vanilla and chocolate, and they're going to have a third flavor, and it's going to be vanilla based.
They had the creamsicle in the spring, early summer.
Yeah. I think now they've moved on to like a berry flavored thing. I don't know if anybody's tried it. Let me know if it's good. I have not had it yet.
Teddy, what are you doing this weekend? Eating anything good?
I don't know. Probably just sitting around, doing a little hanging around.
You sound really creepy
Teddy,
right now.
Are you making porn this weekend? What's happening?
Just
hanging and banging. Oh, it's.
That's your new segment on Pervert Ted, hanging and banging.
Eating some Coney dogs this weekend.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Now, I don't know if this is Fat Boy Food Tip worthy, but tomorrow I'm going to visit family in New Jersey. And I am already been told by the family in New Jersey that one of the things that we will have when we are there is a little place called Alpha Pizza.
Alpha Pizza.
It's called that because it's in the little tiny town called Alpha, near where they live. And it is one of these places that when the owners go on vacation, it is not open for 2 weeks.
I love places like that.
It's just they will serve you food. They have their very regimented schedule, and there's a couple weeks every year where they're just not available because they go on vacation. So one time we went, I remember on a family vacation, we went there. We were so excited to get it. We rolled past it on our way into town where my family lives, and they had the sign up saying closed, see you in 2 weeks. And we were despondent because we knew we couldn't get it. This time tomorrow, hopefully,
Alpha.
I plan on having some Alpha Pizza. It is the big floppy New York style slices, the thin crust.
Yes.
With the cup and char pepperoni on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they slice the link of sausage.
It's a very East Coast thing.
Let me tell you, I'm not saying it's for everybody. I am telling you that it is my favorite way to have a pizza. And it is that place specifically that will always be.
Now, you going to get the whole pie, not just a slice?
Are you kidding?
I hope.
Are you kidding? Who are you talking to?
No, because that's my big problem with New York pizza is that you're paying for leftovers for the most part. You go to a slice shop, it's already made. They put it in the oven, they reheat it. I want it fresh.
Yeah, I'm going to have it fresh. That's what we do. We usually get a few pies, and then we reheat it throughout the time that we're
fine.
there.
If you choose to do that, that's fine.
But we get it fresh, and then if you've never had, I'm just telling you, if you like sausage, and you've never had a sausage that has the little cup of grease like a pepperoni does, it's quite a sensual experience is all I'm going to say. For me, it is almost erotic. So tomorrow when I'm there, I will be eating that pizza for dinner. There is no question that that's what I'll be eating.
I thought of something. I want to run this by you. I'm sure you've discussed this at one point in time, but you saying you're going to Jersey has me thinking now of some of my favorite boardwalk spots in Wildwood, New Jersey. Different area where you'll be, but still.
Of course. Yeah.
And so I have been slowly getting my appetite back ever since the chili dog incident. I'm still not up to eating like the full girth of what I can eat. But
you eat all the time. You're a big eater.
And when it's meal time, I eat a big portion, and I'm like a half portion right now. But I was getting the hankering for a good French fry. I mean, who among us, right? And I was thinking of this spot called Curly's. You know how when you go to boardwalks and places like that, you'll go to places that are just specific fry spots. We don't have a whole lot of those out in suburban places or in city spots. I was wondering why. Like, there's got to be a food truck that is a fry. Like, places have fries. We know that. And we can rank the best fries in Columbus. But I'm talking about an establishment that their primo item is the French fry. And then everything else is built around that. Like, I'm thinking a dish that I would love if I had a spot like that would be doing like the pulled pork barbecue thing and cheese on the bed of a delicious, fresh cut, crinkle cut style fry.
You're making different versions of poutine, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Well,
but the fry, you could just get the bucket of fries, like for the family to share too.
I think that is an excellent idea, and I would go to that place. And I feel like what you're basically doing is saying, here is a starch. How many restaurants, how many cultures, food starts with there's a starchy element and then a protein element and then something else on it, right? Either fats or vegetables or all that involved. That's what this would be, is the starch is your potato, your fried potato. And then if you want to have something that's like a pulled pork barbecue thing with cheese, great. If you want something that's got a little bit more, you could have a vegan option, technically.
Sure, but I want fry in the name or some kind of fry-sounding thing like the Fry Stop. And then how good would a creamery be, like attached to it? Like with soft-serve vanilla ice cream. You ever dip a hot, fresh fry like through a swab of vanilla ice cream and eat that?
Timmy, yes.
It is wonderful.
Timmy, yeah. Are you talking now?
That's never appealed to me.
No?
No.
Oh, like take even like with a Wendy's fry.
That's what I'm saying. That's the classic
frosty.
Wendy's thing.
I tried it once because everybody told me it was great. I thought it was disgusting.
Oh,
disgusting?
It did nothing for me.
It's even better if it's vanilla, like a soft-serve vanilla ice cream.
I love it with I'll tell you, though, the Wendy's Frosty and French fry combo it's an all-timer for me. It's those two together, dipping the fry into that. That's one of my happiest meals right there.
Timmy, I don't have a problem with that.
That's a great concept, Timmy.
When we redo Tuttle Mall, we'll have a place just for fries.
Tuttle's dead, huh?
Oh, it's deader than dead.
I haven't been there in 6 years.
There's no reason for you to go. There's no reason for it's terrible.
What percentage of that mall, I assume you were talking about that on the show today.
Yeah.
What percentage of it is even full of spots? 20%?
10%.
Wow.
It's nothing.
Malls are dead.
See, this is what you need to do.
That mall is dead.
We need to get one of those stores and put your fry concept in there. I mean, could we call it something like Fry Daddies? Would that be is that a name that you would like?
It's kickstarting it. It starts the conversation.
How about Glenn Fry?
And then we just play the Eagles.
The heat is on.
Yeah,
that's right. Do or do not. There is no fry. There actually is fry, though. Right, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want a bone, you have to assume there's a bone. You think this is a riddle, but it's not. We'll explain it to you coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Westbound South Outer Belt closed down from an accident between US 23 and I-71 that's involving an earlier vehicle fire as well. Westbound I-70 after State Route 158, it's an accident. Right now, traffic stop and go from State Route 79. This report sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause we
have 7.
And here's our number 7.
Sunny Street Cafe. Food that makes your day better. In a place that makes you feel comfortable.
With 8 locations.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. I was in my Lexus the other day. It was hot as hell, but I was so thankful for my ventilated seats. I'm not saying that's why you should buy one. It's just very nice. Right now at Jermaine Lexus, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with lease payments as low as $499 a month and 3.99% financing on select models. Get this, the RZ is 0%. I have been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
Boating season is finally here, and Buckeye Lake Marina is your go-to destination for all your on-the-water needs. With the largest inventory in Central Ohio, we've got a boat for everyone. So come on down and find your next dream boat at Buckeye Lake Marina. The good life, the lake life, starts at Buckeye Lake Marina.
Nationwide Picnic with the Pops presents the Pride of the Buckeyes, the Ohio State University Marching Band. Don your scarlet and gray and join the Columbus Symphony for a night of fight songs, battle cries, Carmen, Ohio, and more. Special guest appearances include Brutus Buckeye and the Ohio State cheer team. Pack your picnic basket and join the fun at the first big tailgate party of the season, topped off with fireworks. July 26th and 27th. Get your tickets today at picnicwithapops.com.
Guess what? Our ugly faces are on YouTube. Search 971 The Fan and watch all your favorite shows. Laptop, phone, tablet, smart TV, we're everywhere. Bring us in the bedroom with you. Yes, The Fan.
Okay, I'm ready to record my jewelry store's new radio spot. I got a great script that really goes after Diamonds Direct and how they're nothing special and how we can match their price. Great stuff.
Oh, great. We have this new technology that bleeps out any false claims, so it saves us time with editing. So you can start anytime.
Okay, here goes. When you visit our jewelry store, we'll guarantee direct. Our diamonds come straight. We have cutters. And, hey, what the?
The hard truth is that other jewelry stores simply can't do what Diamonds Direct can. Diamonds Direct has special relationships with De Beers, international connections, and virtually unlimited buying power. The result is true direct importer pricing, exceptional quality, and up to 30 times the diamond selection you find at other stores.
I can't believe this thing won't let me say...
Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Get more truth at diamondsdirect.com.
Hey, Ohio! Don't miss the Ohio State Fair July 24th through August 4th.
With fair favorites like the Butter Cow sculpture, livestock animals,
Endless shopping,
delicious fair food,
free live music, thrilling rides and games,
competitions, and so much more.
Enjoy all that the Ohio State Fair has to offer now through Sunday, August 4th.
Tickets on sale at the gate or at ohiostatefair.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Not a bad finish to your Thursday with temperatures around 80 degrees, fair skies and light winds. Overnight, mainly clear and cool, comfortable down to the upper 50s. And a pleasant Friday on the way, blue skies, light winds, and highs in the mid-80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Marks.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Does excessive amounts of Prozac make your sack droop down to your knees? Asking for a friend. My friend's name is Mike. Back to Droopy Sack and T-Bone.
Droopy Sack here. Now, T-Bone's going to sell you something.
Mike, I'm going to tell you about my friends at Able Roof who can get the job done in one day. Not just any job. They don't do all the jobs. They do roofs. That's what they are good for. That's what they've known for. 24-hour turnaround on most roofing jobs. Done in a day, good for a lifetime. They've been voted the #1 roofing company in Columbus by Consumer Choice Awards for 22 years in a row. You can save up to $1,000 on a new roof, siding, and windows. Plus, get no interest until 2026. Don't get that too. Don't put getting a new roof off any longer. Call Able Roof today. 614-444-ROOF. Again, that number, 614-444-ROOF.
We were talking in the last segment about fries, and we'll get to the bone-in wing thing in a second. But we were saying, how come more places don't just serve like loaded potatoes and loaded fries? Dustin on the burner phone says 614 fully loaded food truck is strictly potatoes with different toppings.
Oh, I like that. I didn't know that.
Like baked potatoes with different toppings, like jacket potatoes?
That could be good too, though.
Those very popular in England, the jacket potatoes.
What are you calling that?
Jacket potatoes.
What's a jacket potato versus a regular baked
Nothing.
potato?
It's just what they call a baked potato,
okay.
and then they put lots of crap on top of it.
Yeah, I've seen places that do that here. Most of I've seen food places like that comes from TikTok, where it'll just show me, they're like, you're a fat ass. Here's something I think you'd like. And yes, there's a place I've seen where they put like burrito style toppings on a baked potato. And I think, how could that be bad? If you take out the rice from a baked potato, put potato in, no tortilla or anything, it's served to you open. It's sliced open, giant potato, and then all the meat and veg and cheese and sour cream and sauces, whatever you're getting, all that is just on a potato. And I think, how could that be bad? I want one. I want a jacket potato or whatever else they're doing here.
You know, the Brits like to go starch on starch. They put beans on top of the potato.
Oh, God. Their fascination with beans is one of the reasons why their empire failed.
They love the baked beans.
What a stupid
They
nation.
put it on toast.
I got to tell you, I am not pro bean.
No?
Very anti-bean.
You want to flick the bean away?
I don't like the beans. Now, I will go with, I'm fine with, in a burrito setting, you throw in a little bit of beans in there, I'm good with it. I am not a fan of baked beans. I am not a fan of pinto, kidney, lima, all that other stuff. Get it out of here.
See, I'm not the biggest bean guy in the world either. Now, for me, if I see a burrito has beans in it, I don't order it because that's filler.
Why don't you just tell them, no beans, please?
I don't want to be an ass. I order as it comes.
Oh, well, that's just you being pretentious.
No, that's not being pretentious.
Yes, it is.
Pretentious is you asking for something different.
No, it's not.
I'm going to make it. I'm going to eat it how they make it. It's not pretentious.
It is. You're saying I have to eat it only the way they make it. If I don't, then it's not.
No, I don't order that. I order something else.
You don't like beans. Don't eat the beans. That's fine. No beans. Tell them no beans.
No. I don't have special requests. I don't do it.
Okay. Well,
I'm not a big time like you.
Must be nice.
You walk in, it's like, I'm T-Bone here. Make something off the menu just for me.
That's
Made
not
to
make it
order.
off the menu. I didn't go in and say, hey, you don't do this, but take 8 ingredients you don't even advertise and put them together for me. I'm saying one of the things I'm going to pay for, leave it out.
No, but
that's
some of the things like these burrito things, not Chipotle necessarily, but if you go to a sit-down place, like a Mexican restaurant, I've had this happen to me before, where it says beans. I say I don't want beans. They said, well, then we have to charge you for extra meat because they got to fill up the burrito with something.
Okay.
I don't want to be charged for extra meat.
Oh. See, I would gladly pay to not have beans and have more meat.
We're not all rich like you, Bone, that have air fryers and smokers and extra meat willy-nilly. Tyvus is here.
Yeah, why can they not? Yes, Tyvus is here. Say hi, Tyvus.
Hello, guys. I just want to let you know I was walking in and I heard T-Bone refer to himself as a fat A. I want you to know that you're not fat. You're big boned.
Thank you, Tyvus. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you.
You got a different problem going on over there. Love you, though.
Wow. Wow. Look at that.
I look like I've been stung by a bunch of bees. Had an allergic reaction. Thank you, Tyvus.
Very nice,
Let's talk about the bones.
Yeah, so this is... I did not expect to see this today, that we were going to have a story involving boneless chicken wings and a ruling from the Ohio Supreme Court. But here we are.
All right.
Apparently, in a 4-3 ruling, the Supreme Court said that just because you order boneless wings at a restaurant, that does not mean that you can expect there to be no bones in those wings. This comes from a court case that has been going on for quite a few years. Back in April 2016, a man by the name of Michael Berkheimer ordered boneless wings with Parmesan garlic sauce. Why we need to know that, I don't know, but I'm glad we do. At a place called Wings on Brookwood in Hamilton, Ohio. On the third piece of boneless wing, he felt something go down the wrong pipe. He unsuccessfully tried clearing his throat. Later that night, started to run a fever. The next day, a doctor had to remove a chicken bone, and apparently he ended up with an infection even after all that and had to endure 2 surgeries to remove this bone. Naturally, he did not think this was appropriate. So in 2017, he sued the restaurant owners as well as the chicken suppliers and processors. Butler County Common Pleas Court trial judge decided consumers should be on guard against the possibility of bones in boneless chicken. The 12th District Court of Appeals said, yeah, we agree with that too. The Ohio Supreme Court heard the case in December. So this whole time...
They said it's his fault?
This whole time... Every court he's gone to has said, no, idiot, just because it says boneless wings doesn't mean you should think there's no bones in the wings. What a moron.
Why not?
Apparently their logic was chickens have bones in them.
Okay.
So because you know chickens are animals and chickens have bones, then you cannot reasonably expect boneless chicken to be truly boneless because you know bones exist in chicken. This is why, Mike, in the future, when I eat beef with no penis, I am going to remind myself that cows, in fact, do have penises, and I may get beef penis in my beef.
You may get some penis.
You can't reasonably expect it not to be there because we know cows have a penis. So,
excuse me, I ordered boneless wings, but I got a nutsack. It's like, well,
don't you know chickens have nutsack?
Chickens have nutsacks.
I don't actually know that they do, for whatever it's worth.
Well, you got a beak in that piece of chicken.
That's right.
Chickens got beaks.
Chickens have beaks.
Chicken beak.
Yeah.
That's what we should do. Every time we eat a boneless wing, we should be on guard. We eat it very... Is there a bone? Take a little bite. Is there a bone in here? No, I'm in the clear. Okay.
This is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
And the Ohio Supreme Court agrees with this?
Well, there's 7 people in the Ohio Supreme Court. 4 of them said, yeah, that's correct. 3 of them said, that is absurd. Like, you know how these rulings go from Supreme Court, whether it's Ohio or the U.S. Supreme Court. The people who agree are like, not only is it the right thing to do, it's our greatest obligation as Americans to blah, 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 blah. And the other side will go, this is the end of chicken wings as we know them. Like, their disagreement, the dissension was stark and deliberate. They were very adamant that we should not have to worry about bones in boneless chicken. I agree with the minority opinion on that one.
I'm going to say if it says if it's marketed as boneless chicken.
Yeah.
It's not a piece of fish where you might occasionally get that scale or piece of that tiny piece of bone. Your mom was always telling you, right, when you had fish for dinner, like, be careful. Might be a bone. I think they're all out, but there might be one in there.
I think that's a great point. Also, chicken nuggets, like from McDonald's, if you get a bone in that, just go, oh, well, hey, it's chicken.
Have you ever gotten a bone in a chicken McNugget?
I haven't. It's a reasonable expectation that a chicken nugget's not going to have a bone in it.
Piece of cartilage.
I'm sure it's happened. Yeah, I'm sure there's been something in there. I'm just saying him cackling back here.
Yes, I hear Tyvus laughing.
I hear him.
So, what are you going on about?
He's out of his mind.
He's pointing at his head.
Oh, my God.
What?
I got to save that for later.
What?
He's got a thing on his hat. I can't even believe what I saw.
What is it?
He's got a special hat.
What?
That's got a message on it.
Give me just the tip, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to wait for that one.
Okay.
It's break time.
Name That Hole is coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Westbound South Outer Belt remains shut down from an accident. That between US 23 and I-71. Emergency crews there on the scene. And High Street also closed down both directions between Woodrow and Welch Avenue. This report sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Ignite your Irish spirit at the Dublin Irish Festival August 2nd through 4th. Enjoy 7 music stages, 60 acts and more than 800 performers. Get your tickets at dublinirishfestival.org.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets, don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unmatched reliability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality security officers and an endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit EventRiskInc.com.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, announcing our $99 July special residential AC checkup. Carpenter and Bryant will do whatever it takes to keep you cool this summer. Check us out at CarpenterColumbus.com. That's CarpenterColumbus.com.
Murphy Tractor and Equipment is your source for John Deere construction equipment rental. We rent high-quality equipment and attachments with add-on options in TopCon precision construction technology. Whether you need 1 week or 6 months, we rent a variety of equipment to help you get the job done. All our rental equipment is fully serviced, fueled, and ready to get to work. Let Murphy Tractor be your first choice for your construction equipment rental needs. Visit us online at murphytractor.com.
Keep up to date on the summer games in Paris. Hear hourly reports on ESPN Columbus by listening to the Fans HD2 or by tuning into 1460 on the AM dial.
Sponsored by Newman Roofing.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The summer sell-down is on at Performance Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Save thousands with bonus cash on select inventory. Plus, get another $2,500 off any new Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram with your trade. One Performance, 2 locations, Georgesville and Delaware.
Trade value based on KBB, comparable 2010 model or newer, and price of $5K.
Hi, it's Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Need a perfect gift? Check out the new line of Glock watches and other stunning jewelry at Worthington Jewelers. Make every occasion sparkle with Worthington Jewelers, where exceptional gifts await.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu.
Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect the ways water is breaking down your foundation and damaging your home. Cracks in walls and uneven floors are just a few signs your foundation is compromised. But there's one way to get answers to all your concerns. A free home inspection from Ohio Basement Authority. We put water back in its place. Get your free inspection at ohiobasementauthority.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone present Name That Hole.
All right, here's how it works. You send us your stories. We determine if there's a hole involved and what level of hole that person is. All right?
All right.
Here's one from the burner. My employer, over text, sent me a reprimand for driving on a customer's lawn. They complained. I work in an area that has tons of long, rocky driveways that are very tight. I admit that I could have put more effort in and pulled forward and turned around on the gravel. But in my defense, there was already a car parked in the grass. Isn't that the universal sign for cars can go here? No damage other than the wheels on the grass. My reprimand was a 2-week suspension.
Oh, gosh.
I'm trying to go down on this stupid phone.
Well, you do what you need to do there, buddy.
Now, 2-week suspension. This is crap now.
What do you mean it's crap?
I can't scroll on this phone. The burner phone is taking a crap on me.
Oh, no. All right.
Here it is. It honestly bums me out to think that one negative review holds so much power, as well as my company not having the balls to call me into the office or even call, period. I have another job, so I'll be fine, but I wish that people were more mindful that these drivers are going through hell in the heat, and anything less than us crapping on your package shouldn't warrant a negative review as long as you receive the order and it isn't damaged.
Oh, I don't think you're being an a-hole for accidentally getting a couple wheels on someone's lawn. Like, that, those people, unless, again, now, if you were doing donuts in their yard, I could see them being
We're
more
only
than
getting
frustrated.
one side of the story. I think that your employer is certainly at least an a-hole for not having the courtesy to talk to you about this.
Yeah.
In person.
And also, they're more than an a-hole. For 2-week suspension, if you're saying, all right.
That seems excessive.
Now, right, once again, don't know all the story here. If this guy, it's like the 18th time he's been written up for driving violations, they're like, all right, that's it, Randy, 2-week suspension. All right, maybe that's a little different, but no, this seems entirely out of line. I'm going to go B-hole for the company for suspending you that long.
What do you think?
Yeah, unless there's something we don't know, then that seems very severe.
B-hole.
Last Saturday, we were traveling back from a family function in Louisville. Around 7:30, just north of Cincinnati, our 2 young kids, 4 and 18 months old, were both screaming that they were hungry. So we found a Wendy's attached to a Pilot gas station right off 71. There was only one other car in front of us in the drive-thru lane. We had to wait around 5 minutes before they came to the speaker to order, which is fine. We order our food and pull up to the one and only window. No one comes to the window for several minutes. No other cars are in line at this point. Then the worker... And this stupid phone. Then the worker comes to the window and asks us if these drinks were ours, and we said yes. As he's handing us our drinks, he looks at my OSU shirt and proceeds to tell me the last couple of years must have been rough for me, and proceeds to say that he's so happy that Michigan won the national championship last year. Instant C-hole. I responded by saying I was not. So he closes the window and returns about 5 minutes later with our food and tells me to have a good day. At no point during our interaction does he ask us for payment for our food. But after 15 minutes in the drive-thru lane, I was not about to extend our interaction, and I drove away. Am I a hole for driving away knowing I did not pay?
No.
Like mentioned, he never asked for payment and gave us our food and told us to have a good day. All our food cost was under $20, and I will say everything was hot and delicious, probably the reason for the long wait.
I don't care if your food was $200. You waited far too long for what is expected. Then
it has nothing to do with him being a Michigan fan.
No, but he was glib. Like, you don't come in with the, oh, must have sucked to be you, huh? Glad your team lost. And it's like, thanks. I'm still waiting for my food. I'm very hungry. If you could please hear my kids screaming in the background, if we could just move this along a little bit. And the guy's like, here you go, loser. And then he got what he wanted out of it.
So we're saying this guy's no hole for driving away and not paying.
Teddy's the moral compass of this show.
Go ahead,
because
Teddy.
I'm a heartless bastard. I say no hole.
I agree 100%. That's no hole at all.
Okay.
No hole.
It's not like you ran in, took the food, and then left before
he didn't say, I'll be right back. Wait here for a minute. And then he never came back.
He brought you the food.
He said,
gave you everything you want. Have a good day. There you go. I've got one for you.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
This guy says his wife and him both work. But his wife has a big project at her job right now. So she has been working for the past 7 weeks, 50-plus hours a week, sometimes on weekends as well. So to help with this, they both share in the household chores, but this guy says he has done all of the housework, the chores, the cooking, the shopping, everything, so his wife doesn't have to do any of that. So they both, instead of sharing it, now he's doing all that and his job.
Okay.
So this past Sunday, She said, I'm going to take the kids out of the house. I know you've been helping around the house a lot. I'm going to take the kids out of the house. You can have a day to yourself just to relax, recuperate, all that. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, she did leave as she was walking out the door. She said, by the way, in case you get bored, I do see some things around the house that could be done, like gathering some clothes up for donation, sweeping and mopping floors.
That's not a day to yourself.
Cleaning bathrooms.
No, I don't like that at all.
Mowing the lawn, etc. He said, mind you, these are all things I have been doing pretty much exclusively on my own for the past 6 weeks, and I will do them all again. It's just this was going to be a day off. So he said, I then did not get bored. I enjoyed my day off. I slept on the couch and I played some video games and just had a day.
It's messed up to say that.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
messed up.
She knew what she was doing.
Well,
yeah.
Then she arrived home with the kids and was shocked to find out I had not completed any of these tasks.
Oh, come on.
And asked, I thought you were going to get some of this done. And he said no, and explained why. She said, I'm surprised you didn't even get dinner going at least. And he said, well, I ordered pizza. She said, I don't want pizza. And he goes, well, I do. And this is my day off. Yeah, I mean, come on.
Sea-hole.
Come on.
Although, I don't know, Teddy's like, man, your wife's never wrong. No hole.
No, that's not right. That's like, pulling the rug out from somebody or something like that. You said, hey, you got a day off, and now, well, you can do all these other things. No, that's not right.
I will even say, in her defense, if she came back, the list has nothing on it, and she said, oh, you didn't do anything? Perfectly fine. I don't care. I literally just put that list out there in case you did think what else could be done.
She shouldn't have left the list anyway.
But I'm saying,
you're right.
Then, that would take it way down the list to maybe not even be an a-hole. But the fact you come in and you're mad about it, that goes up to sea-hole. 100%.
All right, here's another one on the phone, if it works. My wife is pregnant. She tends to forget things. I didn't know that was a symptom of pregnancy, but whatever.
Oh, you never heard of pregnancy brain?
No, I guess not.
My wife used to say it all the time. She's like, sorry, I have pregnancy brain.
But she's the only one that has a Facebook page and follows everything that goes on around Greenville, South Carolina. I got off at a great time on Monday and start dinner. During dinner, she asks me, who is Creed? I said, that is one of the great bands that I listened to growing up. She tells me they're having a concert tonight at 7 with special guest Switchfoot. I asked her why I'm just now hearing about this. I've always wanted to go see them.
Presumably this person lives in Greenville, South Carolina?
Yes, that's right.
Okay,
that's right.
I was going to say, because why would that matter?
We have listeners all over the place, Bone.
All right, I got it.
So I asked Alexa to play Creed and Switchfoot. She then says that I've heard these songs before. I shook my head and proceeded to eat. Tuesday, she comes around and tells me again after 7 that she was wrong. They did not play Monday night. They play tonight at 7. I couldn't believe that she did it to me again. Then says they're in a weather delay right now, though. It rained the rest of the evening. She doubled down on me. What hole do you give her?
I mean, okay.
There's arms wide open.
Yeah, I guess if she's already been forgetful with things, that's part of, yeah. It seems very insensitive that...
I'm going to say she
didn't take any of that seriously.
She's carrying a human being in her stomach. I don't want to be Ted here, but I'm going to say no hole.
I can see going slight a-hole. Just when it's like, you know what, though? If I see this has happened again, I'm going to let you know. Or if I see anything like this, and she finds out it was the wrong day, man,
Teddy,
double check the date at least, right?
Yeah, I agree with everything Mike said. I mean, give her a break.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
No hole.
Fair enough.
Once that kid pops out, then you just start screaming at her. I got no problem with that.
Okay.
But as long as the kid's in there, yeah. Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Police activity continues to close down High Street in both directions between Woodrow Avenue and Welch Avenue. Going to be best to avoid that area. Eastbound US 33, police on the scene of an accident. That blocks off the right 3 lanes at the West Outer Belt. Traffic stop and go from before Post Road. This report is sponsored by Pierre's Ice Cream. Pierre's Ice Cream ingredients inspection. Line up. Cream to the right, chocolate chunks left. Caramel looking smooth. Every cookie, berry, chip, and chunk earns its place in Pierre's Ice Cream. Made in Ohio, made with the best. Pierre's, we've got your flavor. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Okay, I'm ready to record my jewelry store's new radio spot. I got a great script that really goes after Diamonds Direct and how they're nothing special and how we can match their price. Great stuff.
Oh, great. We have this new technology that bleeps out any false claims, so it saves us time with editing. So you can start anytime.
Okay, here goes. When you visit our jewelry store, we'll guarantee direct. Our diamonds come straight. We have cutters. And, hey, what the?
The hard truth is that other jewelry stores simply can't do what Diamonds Direct can. Diamonds Direct has special relationship with De Beers, international connections, and virtually unlimited buying power. The result is true direct importer pricing, exceptional quality, and up to 30 times the diamond selection you find at other stores.
I can't believe this thing won't let me say.
Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Get more truth at diamondsdirect.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Valley Ford of Columbus is proud to announce the grand opening of their new commercial truck center. Centrally located off I-270, the new Valley Ford of Columbus Commercial Truck Center features expert sales, service, and parts for your business. Choose from over 300 commercial trucks and vans ready for delivery right now. From the area's best selection of transit vans, E-Series, Super Duty, light duty pickups, and more. It's all at Valley, including Ford E-Transit vans too. Need upfits? In-stock specialty upfits include dump and stake beds, plows, utility beds, lift gates, box and reefer bodies, and much more. The Valley Commercial Truck Team has 50-plus years of commercial sales experience and over $80 million in commercial truck inventory across all locations, with over $1 million in parts inventory at each location. I was in getting my Mustang's oil changed, and I saw some commercial trucks getting serviced at Valley Ford. They take care of you. The new Valley Ford of Columbus Commercial Truck Center on Kime Circle in Hilliard. Online at valleyfordofcolumbus.com. Oh, yeah, and if you're not looking for a commercial truck, they've got a ton of F-150s with great financing right now. valleyfordofcolumbus.com.
Hello, loyal listener. Make sure to spend your summer with the Fan. Are you going on a road trip? Don't suffer through the bad playlists and hillbilly radio stations. Download the Fan app and take us with you. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Underneath our red awning at Sheets, we make the magic happen. So when you visit our new location in Columbus, go ahead and get a little crazy, like adding mott sticks as a burger topping, or putting espresso in your milkshake, or picking up $65 worth of fried food curbside at 2 a.m. 24/7, 365. Sheets, located at 4881 Roberts Road in Columbus, is ready to serve you what you're really craving. Why the Sheets not make a convenience store your new favorite hangout spot?
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. For years, like me, you've heard their name on the radio, you've seen their ads on TV, you've seen their trucks driving around in your neighborhood, or you've been greeted with a smiling face at a local community event. Newman Roofing. That's right, they've built their reputation on honesty and professionalism within the Central Ohio community. As a company, Newman Roofing believes in giving back to the community who has supported them over the last 32 years. It's essential to developing those long-lasting relationships with their families. Tim is a small-town guy with small-town values, and when I met and talked with him and his team, you could tell how much they love the community they serve. And you can hear those stories and hundreds of 5-star reviews to how many people trust Newman Roofing with their project and how they meet their expectations. So when it comes to your roofing needs, call Newman Roofing to receive unparalleled customer experience. So give them a call at 614-NEW-ROOF or newmanroofing.com. That's newmanroofing.com.
This is Attorney Robert Scherger, and I want you to remember one thing. We're the legal army that goes to war for you. Call us now at 877-WAR-FOR-YOU. It's time to know your rights and get the results you deserve. WarForYou.com.
Tired of rising food prices? Start saving with Deals for Days at Giant Eagle and Market District. Enjoy low prices on more than 1,000 of your go-to grocery items store-wide. Dive into deals for a limited time at your local Giant Eagle and Market District.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show, your friend and mine, Timmy Hall.
Oh, you guys. Bone, I know you'll be out tomorrow. Mike, sorry I can't be here tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks a lot
to
be
with you.
Hey, before we talk about stupid stuff, you know where Bone and I do all our banging?
Yes.
Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically their 12,000 square foot sports book. Now, if you were there today, you'd be able to watch all the Olympic action. USA Rugby, which, by the way, lost to Australia 18-0, and I think they're out of it now.
Oh, no.
It just devastates me because I'm Joe Rugby. It's my favorite sport. You tell you, Tyvis,
You get in on the rugby?
you ever watched the rugby before, Tyvis? Let me tell you something. You will watch these rugby guys and saying, man, every football player I've ever played against, soft. My God. These rugby guys, they're like granite.
Nate Ebner was really good, and I have a lot of respect for Nate Ebner, so go Bucks.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I was saying earlier.
I wonder if he was on
Nate,
Team USA.
I'm pretty sure he was. I think he went on and played at a high level in
I think
rugby.
he played in the last Olympics. I wonder if he was on the team this year. I'll have to look
Oh, yeah,
up.
that I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus. You should, too. Go there for the food and drink and Olympic action on their 2 huge walls of television. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. So, Timmy, you're out tomorrow because your lovely wife is having a milestone birthday.
Absolutely. We had him this year. We were both hitting the big 4-0. So tomorrow is her day. It's her exact birthday tomorrow.
And you've done some good things. You've planned things out for her.
We're
not going to spoil anything.
I can't.
But
She actually has listened to the show occasionally, that's a new thing here.
well, you told me what it was, and I think it's a very nice gesture.
I appreciate that. I'll be able to share that with the listeners next week on Monday, what it wound up being. Because I would imagine it was to me, like it was a thoughtful thing and a bit of a stressful thing because I've talked about the gift that she got me that was part a Christmas, and that's okay, a Christmas/40th birthday gift. Because my birthday is a little bit closer to the Christmas holiday anyway. And it was a golf trip of a lifetime. So I'm thinking about that. And it's not just that gift was given. I would have wanted to do something big anyway, because we've never been big birthday people. But I think there's something about hitting 40. I mean, I feel different. I feel a lot different than when it was 30 or when it was 20. So a lot has changed in life with how old our kids gotten and just things being different. So you want to have a big day. You want to have a big celebration for this.
All right, so you're going to be celebrating tomorrow. Bone is going to visit some family. And so on tomorrow's show, for the 3 o'clock hour, the first hour of the show, it's just me and you. And Teddy's here, too. We'll talk to Teddy. But I want to get really intimate. We are going to make radio love to each other.
Are you talking about a 3 o'clock phone call hour again?
No. None of that.
Okay.
No.
Hang on, not that intimate,
not
Timmy.
that me
Let me
and
tell you something, Timmy. If I start taking calls tomorrow, you know how it's going.
Well, the whole Adam King hour might last about 7 minutes.
God.
And then back to the phones.
So 3 o'clock hour, me solo talking to you, our fine listeners. 4 o'clock hour, the crazy girls from upstairs.
Oh, have fun.
Will come down.
Have fun.
Sans Lulu, because she's got stuff to do. So it's going to be Max and F-Bomb Jen.
Oh, that's too bad. It could have been a four-wheel.
It was going to be all of them.
A fun house.
But Lulu's got stuff to do. She has to go home to Nebraska. That's where she's from. I think she's got her bridal shower this weekend.
Oh, let her live.
In Nebraska.
That's great.
Back to Nebraska, where her dad's the all-time leading scorer for
That's
the
right.
Huskers.
Her dad played in the
Folks
NBA.
didn't know that. Yeah. Eric Pietkowski.
That's right. And then in the 5 o'clock hour, 10 TV's Adam King will be with me. And I will make it my mission to make him as uncomfortable as I possibly can.
Won't be hard. Won't be hard for you. Why is he agreeing to do this?
I don't know.
Because he's going to get, hey, common man, great to be here. I'm so excited about this. I told my dad.
Adam, when are you going to get married?
Hey.
You've been with this girl for a long time. She's a beautiful girl.
Hey, why are you asking me that?
Maybe stop sleeping with all these other women on the side and settle down. All right?
Oh, Adam.
I cannot wait to hear how uncomfortable he is.
It's going to be audible. You're going to hear his ass close up. You're going to hear it. All right, what's coming up on the Buckeye Show, Timmy?
Coming up tonight, well, I mentioned back there, Tyvis has got a hat that is totally for him. I'll tell you what it says on that thing. When I saw it, I couldn't believe it. Also, a day that's going to give me a nightmare, apparently, this afternoon. And Beers and Buckeyes Wedding Edition. Pat Murphy is getting married. You mentioning Lulu there, so our Beers and Buckeyes
they're not getting
guest.
married. He's not getting married to Lulu.
No.
You made it
mentioned
sound
Lulu's
like that.
going to Nebraska to get
Okay.
married. Pat Murphy,
Right.
he's getting married too.
He proposed.
It's in the air right now.
He
Love is
proposed
in
over the
air.
weekend.
Yes, that's
got
very
engaged.
nice.
Yep,
Lulu
he did.
is much too good for Pat Murphy.
And our old pal, Joey Lane, in the 7 o'clock hour. The only guy that he likes more than Tyvus is Jalen Brunson. Tyvus is second on his list of favorite people. So that's
Buckeye
on the
Show, top of the hour, right here on the Fan. Back page.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone.
Well, man, a couple in New Jersey suffered an issue with their Tesla that does not have anything to do with the Tesla itself. Apparently, they were in their home in the Atlantic Highlands part of New Jersey when they heard their alarm going off, the car alarm on the Tesla, honking, noises are coming from there. They go, oh no, something's happened. Maybe someone's breaking in. They're not sure. They go outside. They see damage to their car. The windshield, the roof had a bit of damage to it, like something had hit it. And then as they looked closer, they said, there looks like there are fish scales and blood on this. They then saw a dead fish, a large dead fish sitting next to the car, and realized it had fallen from the sky. See, they live about a mile from where a bunch of these fish are in the water, and they believe a bird, looking at the markings on the fish, had picked up the fish.
Oh, wow.
And was flying over their house, accidentally dropped the fish, or purposefully. I don't know. Maybe the bird hates Elon Musk.
That's a weird claim.
Yeah. So they have to go to their insurance and say, you're not going to believe this. Our car got hit by a fish. No, it wasn't underwater. His name is Matt Fishman. Please sue him. No.
Hope you talk to, J.K. Simmons or whatever on the other end of that line, right? Weird
That's
claims.
right. We are farmers.
Yeah.
Or something. That's right.
Timmy,
that's the one.
Have a good show tonight.
You too. Have a good show tomorrow.
Tyvus, I'll be thinking of you all night long. Lionel Richie. While I'm eating my dinner, taking my dump tonight, I'm going to be thinking of you.
What a weird,
I see your hat, Tyvus.
What a weird thing to say.
I will see all of you tomorrow. We're going to get really intimate tomorrow. Don't miss it. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Westbound South Outer Belt remains closed off from an accident that involving an earlier vehicle fire between US 23 and I-71. Eastbound US 33 police are on the scene of an accident that's at the West Outer Belt. 3 right lanes all blocked off with traffic backed up from before Post Road. This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey DQ fans, mark your calendars. Thursday, July 25th is Miracle Treat Day 2024. $1 or more of every Blizzard treat sold at participating DQ locations benefits your local children's hospital. Remember, July 25th, only at DQ. Happy tastes good. I'm Eddie Zellick for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
This is a Fan Action Update.
The United States over-under gold medal number for the Olympic Games is 41.5. The country with the second highest total is China with 34.5. In men's basketball, Team USA is minus 400 to win the gold. Canada has the second best odds at 10-1. And in women's basketball, Team USA, huge, minus 1,100 favorite to win the gold medal. Close competition is Australia at 16-1. For your action update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island. This season on Nada Yada Island.
When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here for my friends at RCD RV. Remember your favorite summer vacation as a kid? Well, I sure do, and I can tell you those memories will last forever. And there is still time to create those memories with your family when you visit the fine people at RCD RV. You can literally go anywhere in an RV. The mountains, the lake, road trip of a lifetime. RCD has over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock, something for every budget. Visit them at one of their 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
He's a former coach with 2 sons who played professional basketball. Satch Sullinger's a competitive individual, but his golf game was suffering because of painful joints.
Right. That's real important. The golf game. Right. As we get older, we create these bad habits because we're relegated to hit a certain way.
QC Kinetics used regenerative treatments, all natural healing properties from Satch's own body to restore those damaged joints and get his golf game back on track.
QC Kinetics Regenerative Medicine is regenerating me. All natural. And that's what I'm about. I'm going to tell everybody why I'm better.
Oh, and by the way, it looks like the competitive Satch is back.
We're all in the same boat, and I'm getting better, and I'm watching them stay old.
Go to QCkinetics.com. Get relief and your game back. Call for your complimentary consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See, we didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you.